Welcome back, everybody. So it's, that's it. That's the OBS died right as I moved to this scene, so that was ironic. But welcome everybody to another episode of Zweihander, the Great Schism, brought to you by the Component Cast. I'm looking at the stream and it's still saying it's unstable, but everything looks green on my end elsewhere, so I hope bloody not. But anyway.
What kind of rinky-dink operation is this thing? Come on.
Oh, come on, we're not rinky-dink. We're barely booty boot.
I am a wet sock if we're talking about comparing streamers and footwear. Anyway.
At least we owned the fact everything broke down on our end when I was doing it.
I just said everything broke. I am opening up to it. Right.
Dice game introductions, people.
Before we move on with some standard messaging, we have a special messaging. Mikey, would you like to take that away?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Component Cast, where things work sometimes. So recently, we have started uploading all of our backlog to a Spotify account. You can find that at the link in the chat if you wouldn't mind giving it a listen, giving it a rate, leaving a review, giving us all that good stuff that helps us get promoted. I am currently working through the backlog. Currently, we have all of Trakoga uploaded, and we also have 8 episodes of Eleanor Season 1. So if you're looking to maybe listen to something on your commute, or maybe you're just painting minis like Utari is right now, you can always give that a listen. It's always there.
Yeah, and because I'm not handling a podcast this time, you can guarantee that it's going to be uploaded on time and in its entirety.
No guarantees, guaranteed.
Okay, so over to Roach. Roach, what are we playing?
We're playing Zweihander, and normally I'd go into like Zweihander's a cool game, and that there's a lot of other sub games that use the same system, and everything. But something cool has happened, and I want to point out the fact that I wanted to get this and plug it so much, because my pre-order was going to be delayed for a month. I went and actually drove to a store to buy this, like local. Which is, it says a lot. The new starter set for Zweihander came out, so this is the new box where you can buy. This has this is $25, I think, $29.99, but you can get it for like $25 on a lot of online shops, that kind of thing. The amount of stuff that is inside this box is amazing compared to basically any D&D box. Honestly, like I have the D&D box, but I'm not gonna plug it because I have to get up for this, and I have a lot of things in my lap right now. It's got a full player's handbook, and that's staple bound, easy to get to. It's got a GM like guide, so it's separated. It's got a GM screen that, I mean, it's cardstock, but it's nice.
I really dig the new art style that they've done for Zweihander. There's been like a complete update of the art style, very dark,
it's
and
all pencil-y, but it's a little bit more refined. It's great. They're really getting away from the Warhammer aesthetic, and they're going towards a different aesthetic with the new line. But you get that in the box. You get a full set of dice, which includes 3d10s and 3d6s, all with like special designs on the like on the 6s and the top, like criticals. It's really nice. You've got 3 decks of injury cards, so you can have quick reference to injuries inside there from all of that. You've got a full deck. I actually like this. Magic cards, so it's all the magic spells and stuff inside the game, but you also get blank cards in this if you want to do homebrew spells.
How much was it?
Quick reference. Yeah, $29.99.
That's actually not bad.
USD.
Yeah.
USD. So it's about double what you get in the D&D box set. But I haven't even covered a quarter of this. You get the new clue cards. So there's a new like investigation system, and so there's cards that you can use for it. And it has a whole bunch of different like clues for investigations. I haven't read it too deeply.
To put this out there, that it's £20.99 on Amazon for the UK audience as well. It's 20 quid, which is astonishing.
Nice. It's pretty good value
for fortune and misfortune now in here, like the little punch out tokens. I think the art style is way too similar on them because I can't tell which is the fortune and misfortune on these.
Yeah,
they are very similar.
Life is hard.
The only difference I think is the fact that one skull has an open jaw, and that's it. But either way, I mean, it's a cool little thing to include. And you get character sheets, but they're all tiered to a profession, and they're all little booklets. So to go into this is the etherealist, which is like, I think, a magic profession. So you get to write up on the profession itself. On the interior, you have your normal character sheet, which you can fill out. And on the back, you have a quick reference guide for everything you can do in combat. Like an actual official quick reference guide for combat actions that is in there.
That's
Other
nice.
than what I made.
Yeah, it's a lot more concise, actually. Yeah, they work through it. But hey, I appreciate the effort that you went through for that. Which all that would be amazing that they have, but they also have like I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 map cards for the starting adventure. So they're two-sided. Like, this is a ship, and then that doesn't have any writing on it, and then they've got one that gives you labels on the other side, just on that, and they're all about that kind of like inky art style. You've got a village map, which is a giant, I think an A2 or something like that. This is a big, like, just map here. That's just one quarter, like 1/3 folded out, like it's big, of just the starting adventure village map, and just because you can, like, an actual full poster of the new like cover art as well, like all in there for $29.99 USD. Honestly,
£20.99.
Yeah, honestly, I'd say. Oh, and you can also get a whole bunch of these, which are little like wound counters for your character sheets that just kind of go on. They're like little paper things, but you get one for every character sheet in the box, and there's a lot in the box. So I think one for most starting professions. So yeah,
and it's all compatible with the main rules as well. It's 100% compatible with the main rules as well. So
you can definitely play the game from this box, at least for a good portion of it. And all the new rules have been rewritten to be a bit more concise. There's a lot less wordy, a lot less rambly. Things have been cleared up. It's like Zweihander was kind of like you had to commit to it before in terms of like trying to get into the game. I would say legitimately now it is one of those games that I would recommend like a party like give a shot to if they get this box. Just try it out.
All right.
So, yeah.
Well, then, that's us covered for the beginning of the show. Without further ado, let us start tonight's episode, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
All right. So, does anyone want to do the recap?
No.
I think Mitch should do it.
Sure, you know what? Why not? Last time, the few of us that were here did some. Well, Ashen did some soul searching and spent some time coming to terms with the knowledge that perhaps her family are not as safe as she left them, that they left them. It became apparent that the rat folk that had been voluntold to join us were going to be a little bit more of a problem than the rest of the party anticipated, as after meeting Kluft, and with the influence of Kluft, began possibly kind of taking over someone's house and also becoming crime. It's the only easiest way to describe that.
Well, they fixed crime. They fixed crime. They killed a local crime kingpin, and now that we've occupied his property and are beginning to
Were looking
reopening
to
his
replace,
dabbling today.
replace crime. Sorry,
we'll be good.
our.
Is this Stellaris become the crisis type thing?
Yeah.
It kind of
become ungovernable.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Newton spent a lot of a frustrated evening trying to make sure that they didn't leave this house, lest anybody see them. The next day, Newton, Jeska, and Ashen went about town, tried to find out if we were ready for the meeting with the local lord. Unfortunately, it was not. And also, Newton and Jeska went about getting Newton's book published. All while Dagmar and Drakel spent some time in the inn, resting, recuperating, and trying to make some money.
T-posing in the corner.
Yep. And we also began to ask about the apparent mage assassin that was going around. Someone who was going around assaulting and murdering mages and other mysterious criminal acts, and we were trying to get to the bottom of that. We began our investigation, and we came up to the assumption that perhaps maybe we should try and talk to the apothecary in town, and that's where we were kind of heading.
Yeah.
That's my recap.
Okay, cool. Roll a d6, and you can keep that as a dice.
My portent roll.
Yes, your portent roll.
It is important. That's a 4.
Okay.
Dagmar, we definitely told you about the apothecary in town because we've had so many pamphlets about this apothecary.
Mm-hmm.
I'd better go check them out then.
Cool. Hold on a second. It was just I had my entire desk filled with the starter box's contents, and I now have my normal GM set up again. So now I can actually run the game. Okay. So is everyone going along with that? I think
Ashen's meeting with the high priest is later in the afternoon, isn't it?
Yes, it was evening. Like it was 6 p.m.
Yeah, it was. It was dusk. It would have been taking place in.
Okay, so that's fine. They'll go with on a field trip to the apothecary.
The apothecary.
What is it we need the apothecary for?
We were just going to. They might have information about our investigation, and also they might be interested in buying an advanced copy of Newton's book.
Oh. What do you think they'll know? So the investigation, as in like the murders of those wizards? Oh, okay.
Because the apothecary is said to have been quite friendly with the wizards, if I remember correctly.
You know, from last week, what you know is that the individual you're looking for in terms of bounty has not killed a wizard, but has killed individuals who are associated with wizards or who have like pursued that path but haven't gone fully with that path. So like former apprentices, that kind of thing. And so this apothecary might fit that bill or not, but mostly you're just spending time kind of waiting on things to happen. You've got a lot.
How big is this town?
Not big enough.
I have shared a map of it.
Yeah, we have
but like
handouts in the handouts.
yeah, but like no, I don't mean in terms of geography. I mean in terms of like size, in terms of people.
Not big enough.
Population density, if you would.
Yeah.
If you like, I think we went over this the day you got here.
Yeah.
Like it's like
It was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's like somebody should keep notes. It's like
The new viewers might not have heard. We need to keep.
It's like a small city. You know, we're talking.
Okay.
You know, it hovers a lot.
This is not a small city, you lying. So it's got one bloody church.
It's got a full temple. It's got a big temple, like a big ancient temple.
No, it's got a big bank that I can't now get into because people have already established that there's strangers in the town.
It's about small city size. We're
Strange
talking,
folk of
it's big enough that it has a slums section of town.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But I guess in a roundabout way, my question is: are there many apothecaries? Are we literally just going to like a GP and being like, "There's someone been out there been murdering people related to scientists"? Maybe the local GP will know. You know, like, or you've been a little bit.
You haven't really gone
Is it
and
Midsummer
looked.
Murders?
Yeah,
You haven't really gone and looked at the number, but I would say this apothecary does seem to be doing well enough that they have smattered the town in advertisements,
okay,
which can't be cheap.
sure.
So, if that answers your question, it's a
Sure. So I'm just going to assume that the real reason we're going here is because the alchemist has apparently an advertising budget, and Newton wants this for his publishing, for his new book of some
not
kind.
a bad reason.
Yeah. I feel
Still
like
a good
the whole,
reason to be.
I feel like the whole Jack the Ripper angle is kind of just a side gig, you know?
I'm not hearing any complaints. Let's go.
Well, no, we need some big spenders at the new den.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm here to hobnob with the hoi polloi.
So yeah,
What am I doing with my life?
the wrong things or the right things, depending on how you look at your life.
Depends on a scale of 1 to Kluft.
Depends on how interesting you want your life to be.
Good point.
So yeah, it's a warm, sunny day in Leonsing. The previous like weather is kind of definitely blown out to the east. And yeah, you've heard a rumor and seen the advertisements of an apothecary at the end of what they say on the advertisement being a Wizarding Way, which seems to be a street name. Has developed a new and more effective healing draught or salve. It's interchangeable depending on the specific advertisement you read. Decided to go and investigate. So as you head towards Heatherhorn, which is the section of town that a lot of the more industrious or business orientated buildings of the city are located, and follow the directions that are on the advertisement, as well as maybe asking individuals to point out some of the directions. You see a road that winds north through a subsection of Heathershorn that people call the Artisans' Quarter. Small shops seem to cluster to either side of the cobbled street. You see individuals selling books, some herb mongers, some individuals selling charms and wards that of dubious usability, but also just writing implements, other curios, that kind of thing. As you walk, you also see kind of at the end of this street, one of the few larger buildings in town, a kind of like crooked, you'd call it a tower. It's a bit like just a tallish building, but it could be called a tower, that has a slate roof, but you can't really see much other than that on its outward visage, or even a door from where you're at. So, as you go, you arrive in a small, like, plaza, big opening in the street, and yeah, it's a bit dirty. It's mostly it's a lot of individuals kind of going back and forth, and you even see like a half dozen like kind of grubby children playing some sort of game that involves them beating each other with sticks. Not really sure. They seem to be having fun. The one is looking at you, kind of as you enter this kind of this odd group, and like.
We should be careful. Back where I come from, my local priest used to always say these folk were snakes. and that they were covered in oil. He said it was a blasphemy, blasphemy.
You never said you listened to priests.
Well, you had to. They'd always be yelling at you with their big placard in one hand and their cane in the other.
They also wouldn't give you the gruel unless you listened to them for at least.
Yeah, they listened to them. Yeah. I had a good, honest upbringing.
Dagmar smashes X so hard it breaks the controller.
Out.
See, Dagmar's living in the past. With me, I am the controller, so I throw myself against the wall.
Okay. Sure.
VR doubt?
VR doubt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying that you'll probably lose all your money
Doubt
here.
personified.
So I'm just going to give it up now, and then I guess I take out my coin and I drop it on the ground.
What
Just accept it.
what tier of coin?
The Drakel's already taken it off the ground, so you don't get it.
Okay.
You scrabble around in the dirt for some coppers.
You're assuming it actually gets to the ground.
I thought you were rich.
You don't get rich by spending it. You get rich by saving it from
You
people
say-
who just drop it on the ground.
You say this as you look up at me with your
So what
knees
you're
covered
saying-
in dirt, your hands muddy and grimy from the muck of you trying to desperately claw at the couple of bronze coppers that I dropped to the ground, and you look up.
I honestly think you've just described probably Mark Zuckerberg on a normal day. Just going for it.
I do understand. People like
See,
Facebook. Why don't they like Meta?
We are disproving the Bill Gates ratio.
So, as you walk into the square and see all that, you do see at the kind of at the other end of the square, past the children beating each other with sticks, you do see a fairly nice, well-kept building that has a kind of a sign with a mortar and pestle painted on it, which does comport with the advertisement flyer you've seen that prescribes it as the shop of Cordelia Vesselberg, the best apothecary in Leonsing,
Nice.
according to the flyer.
Best, or the only, or both.
I don't know. I can't read.
That's why the sign's got a painted logo.
Yeah, that's why I know where we're going.
Knock knock, FBI, open up.
It's the
FBI
adventuring
does
party,
not
open up.
kick the door down.
So,
So why are we visiting here, dude?
Well, I have some leads to follow about some personal stuff. Dagmar wanted to go here, and also they might.
Purchasing supplies.
We're trying to also meet with the academic and magical establishment of this town, and the apothecary might be the inn we need, outside of waiting for the Lord.
Oh. Well, I think you're gonna tell me you've got some warts or something.
Oh, well, I mean, I do have warts. I'm an ogre. They're kind of naturally occurring.
Good. You should keep them. They're good luck. But okay, I mean, if you insist. And I guess we'll head towards the apothecary, to the store. Is there like a queue outside? Is this place bustling? You know, considering all the advertising, marketing works, people. Have they got bustled?
Do they have like a small stage with someone trying to like, I'm going to cure you with my new healing salve, like sort of Pirelli at the beginning of Sweeney Todd, like with the magic hair regrowth serum.
Gotta rewatch that now.
Good movie.
Yeah, it is. No, it seems to be fairly like other than the general hustle and bustle of just people that seem to like coincidentally live here, or at least like nearby. You don't see like a lot of things going on.
I mean, this is privatized healthcare still, so
yeah.
too many pause.
Kluft, Newton, Drakel, and Ashen. You all do see as you kind of like are going towards the apothecary. You do see there is a couple of figures on the other side of the plaza, kind of in like a little alleyway that seem to be kind of just standing there looking at the apothecary. See like what you can see, maybe like an older man and a younger woman.
What are they wearing?
Kind of like scrabbly travel clothes. So like some wide brim hats. Can't really get a good view of any of their faces.
Do they look poor or do they look rich?
To Kluft?
Yeah.
Or just in general?
To me, to Kluft, from my perspective.
Both of them have both shoes for repair.
So they're moneyed.
They've got shoes.
Yeah, okay. Dealing with some high-class customers here, all right.
I'm gonna stay outside, get some air. I'll see you all when you get back.
Okay, I'm gonna go get scabbed. Joke's on them, I've got no money.
Can't scam me if I haven't got any cash.
Exactly. And then head into the to see this apothecary.
DM, did we pass a bank on the way here?
You did not.
Yeah, it's called Temple.
Yeah, you didn't pass anything that looked like a banking establishment. No.
Temple.
But yeah, if you go over towards the apothecary and go inside, it's a bit like the building. It's a bit small, little cramped on the inside. You see like a wide barred window that lets in a lot of light. But what space there is seems to be packed with shelves, and there's like bottles, boxes, and pouches just kind of lining every shelf. The walls are lined with apothecary drawings, so like drawings of very detailed herbology kind of subject matter. But you also see just like there's just a lot of things relating to like apothecary work, and it smells like it too. As soon as you open the door, there's just a pungent herbal aroma that kind of comes through on the air. On the far end, you do see like a red kind of curtain partially obscures a doorway to the back of the shop. But in front of that, you see a woman standing on the like behind the counter, waiting for customers.
Wow, this place has a counter, very classy.
Dagmar approaches the counter.
Okay, and you see her. She's kind of like an older woman, wearing kind of middle class clothing. Definitely very sharp eyes. Hello. How can I help you?
Good day to you, madam. I'm a traveling apothecary from the Dwarven Clan Holds, and I was interested in purchasing some supplies.
Well, we have most anything you'll need for your work. I keep things very dutifully stocked. So just, if you need any help finding what you need, let me know. I keep things mostly organized, but some of the local practitioners don't particularly keep things in order when they rifle through the shelves. So I haven't redone it today.
Boy, I can appreciate that. It often happens on the cart on the merchant caravans. Things get moved and shoved about and stuff. but I'm just after basic supplies, sort of just a general first aid, general reagents to treat sickness, injury, stuff like that that I can get into a backpack, nothing too heavy. And I'm also looking for some advice of, would you know anywhere, any sort of blacksmith that might be able to forge us some barber surgeon tools as well?
Blacksmith. I don't know many personally, but I could put the feelers out for some of the local practitioners. They might be able to get some word out, see if, or maybe they use the services of a particular blacksmith in Heathershorn, one that's more practiced with what you need specifically. And as for healing related items or of the medical nature, she points out kind of like a collection of shelves and drawers off to the side. There's healing salves, a small selection of treated bandages, and anything else you may need. Just get what you want, and we can.
Effectively, I'm trying to angle to just get like a package deal of just like a one price for a bunch of stuff is what I'm after.
Yeah.
Just like a starter pack.
Yeah.
of actual treatment stuff rather than like this plethora of random stuff that I've currently got.
It's like one of those like junior science kind of like.
Yeah. Gary starter comes with the beaker.
But yeah, I'm looking for actual proper medical stuff rather than this random amount of raw water and smelling salts.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is proper medical stuff in this day and age, but...
Well, yeah, I know that, but I mean, I've just got some
points out,
odds and ends. I'm looking for, like, a proper...
Yeah, well, she points out the area, and if you go check it out, you see a... one.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, when you ask, she points out an area, and when you go over and check, you see a lot of... kind of bottles from what you know of this kind of work, things that are supposed to be for like fixing headaches or helping balance the humors or that kind of thing, and a general like a smattering of that. There is a small selection of bandages that are professionally kind of wrapped and stored. They even have like what you can see there, a little packet of what looks to be like maybe honey or some sort of other sap
that's
can be used to like seal the bandage closed, kind of thing. So it's very nice. It's very good.
Oh yeah.
And a couple of healing salves that could be worthwhile. It runs the gambit depending on who makes them, whether or not they're usable or they're just horse dung. So kind of like
fair enough. How much for the lot?
Depends how much you want, like in terms of items, like number.
Well, how much are the treated bandages each?
The treated bandages.
This is what I was hoping I could angle you towards, just give me like a round number for like a collection of things.
Yeah.
Because now we've got to sit here and math.
I gotcha.
Screw math.
Don't screw math. Math's the best.
If
No,
only
it's
we had an accountant
There's
with
the
us.
accountant.
I sent in the interim weeks. I sent Red a video of the spreadsheet Olympics.
Oh god, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I said she could become a professional esports competitor in spreadsheets if she wanted.
So you got I'll say of the treated bandages, there's maybe.
Yes, finally, good go.
Oh yeah, sorry. World Cup's on tonight. So we've dated the episode here, but England's fighting Wales right now.
Yeah.
Boo!
And only some of us care.
I mean, it's upsetting because I do have ties to the Welsh team as well. Welsh on the side of my family. Sad to see them to play.
Yeah, I'll say you take up a bundle of 4 bandages, a pack of smelling salts, and a tincture up to the counter, and looks over it, checks it. She goes, these gonna be having all of this. That's 4 silver for the bandages. The smelling salts would be 7 silver for the whole capsule. The tincture. I had it here for a minute, and my brain doesn't want to read. Would be a full gold piece. So it'd be just shy of 2 gold if you're wanting all of this.
Wow, I realised we haven't really earned any money.
No.
You've earned loads.
Well, I don't have any.
I've literally earned 1 gold, and oh my god, another gold.
Did you not forget? Did you forget to like add the money that we got for like the initial bits of jobs that we did for?
Yeah, that's what's happened because when
Yeah, I don't have any money from our previous jobs either.
Yeah, the mayor paid us out once, I believe, back in Low Hill.
I don't think I was.
I just added on a gold because I was informed in the chat
in the interim
that in the interim that I have been given a gold for some sort of puzzle thing. I don't know of any other income that we've had.
Yeah, because I missed the starts of a couple of sessions. I also don't know.
Recently gained a lot of property, which is a type of money. We just need to liquefy it in some way.
Yeah. Need to make it.
We don't have very many liquid assets right now.
Yeah, it's all bound up in stocks and property. It's the whole thing.
You got a small number. You got a small amount of money from the mayor, and I'm pretty sure you almost immediately spent it all on things to keep you all alive.
Oh yeah.
That was like directly after the combat where Drakel nearly died.
You immediately bought bandages or things to make bandages. You immediately bought whatever you could get from the grocer in the Low Hill.
How much did we make from the finding the extra stuff in the castle?
We haven't sold any yet.
I still have 3 gold and 5 silver of that because it needs splitting into smaller denominations to split among the party.
Right.
Okay.
You guys can keep my part.
If I could borrow gold for the tincture, then I can pay for all this. But then I'm going to need to earn some gold, so I'm going to have to earn some money for the barber surgeon.
So we're currently waiting to get paid. So we're currently waiting to get paid. So like it's all good. Like we got money on the way. Maybe.
Could someone lend us a gold till payday?
I will say this. I'll say this. As soon as you like bring it up and she gives you the amount and Dagmar like ooh, and like looks through his pockets for a minute. She kind of like looks at you, looks at the party behind you, one being a full knight, a 9-foot tall ogre, a tiny
trash man
thing, and the dragonkin, or the lizardkin. Maybe you could help me with something, and we can work out a deal.
What are you thinking?
Right. Here comes the scab.
We'll see.
Snakes, I'm telling you. Snakes are coming.
Something about a student that needs to practice a new...
Are we going to be asked to break some legs?
I have been dealing with some issues over the last few days, and I could use a bit of help with them. A few individuals I've noticed have been following me and staking out the store while I've been here the last few days.
Oh, do you mean the people at the alley?
Yeah, one man, one woman currently looking at the store from across the hall.
Don't look at them. Don't look at them. I don't want them to know. Yes, those two. I'm not sure why. For anything, maybe trying to just figure out a way of getting in here or stealing. But they are definitely stalking. I would be willing to give you payment for helping me with them. I don't want them to be harmed or anything like that. I have to go and deposit some of my earnings at my bank of choice. I don't want them following me. So I just need them distracted for a small amount of time so that they can lose me. And then I can have a little bit of breathing room to work with the guards about this whole situation.
Kluft, go talk to them.
Okay.
Well, I think we can definitely distract them, that's for sure.
How about this? I'll give you this. And she kind of like looks down, and like seems to be rifling through like a drawer or something. Because say this, all of this and 5 shillings apiece.
What's a shilling again?
Silver.
The silver.
What's a shilling?
No, in this world,
Promote this
obviously.
man.
I know what's.
What's a shilling? Says the Englishman.
No, I'm aware. I mean, in terms of the because we've got bronze, silver, and gold in this.
Where
in this
you're
universe.
really like stuck up to a company, it's that's when you're shilling.
Yeah.
They're brass pennies, silver shillings, gold
Gotcha.
crowns.
Gotcha.
So
Boy, that sounds like a fair payment. Boy, we can do this.
I'm here for another thing, but that discussion can wait until after we've helped you.
all right, I have a plan. There's an alleyway just on that side, and kind of like just on, not by them, but across the plaza. There's a widening midway down it, so you can go in, hide. I'll go down that way. When they follow, you can confront them after I'm gone, and just delay them for a period of time. Like I said, they don't need to be hurt. You don't need to do anything dangerous. Just slow them down for a decent amount of time, and then I can pay you tomorrow morning, bright and early when the shop opens.
Boy, that sounds fair. All right, we can do this.
I'm just
I don't
wondering
know.
for the party, do we want to give Jeska, do we want to air that this individual goes with Jeska and the rest of us do the accosting? So Jeska's there protecting the target as well.
No, because we don't want to throw them off. They won't follow if there's a big knight following her.
I think that was the point that I don't follow.
Yeah.
Well, you guys will be distracting. You guys can go out and start distracting now, and then Jeska and the alchemist can leave.
I don't want them to know that I am aware of it, because that means tomorrow, when I will hopefully have some guards deal with them, they'll still be going about what they're doing now. But I can't leave. I have a few days worth of income that I need to put away, and I don't feel comfortable leaving it here or it being on me. So it's kind of, I've been kind of stuck here today. So if I can leave, go down the alleyway. If you can go first, hide in the alleyway, I'll go past, and if they're following, I'll let you know. Keep going, and you just have to stop them for a short period of time. It's not that far to the bank, and I can deposit.
Fair enough. I look around. Well, I'm certainly game to help. Is everybody else?
I
You
might
seem
have an
like you
idea.
can take care of yourselves.
I might have an idea.
I'm not.
I'm very happy to help.
All right.
A fellow practitioner on medicine.
Exactly.
This
So-
might just be Drakel's kind of evil common sense. Don't trust her.
No, it's all very
You're just a
weird, isn't
cynic
it?
rival. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I'm trying to roleplay this, and I don't think Drakel would trust her.
That's fair.
Midge doesn't.
So I'm just gonna say,
Midge
yeah.
doesn't, but the ogre does.
I still say we have someone follow her.
Dagmar does, although player
No,
is starting to have suspicions as well.
Drakel could. Drakel could follow her. Not
Fine.
stopping him from making a decision himself.
Cool.
And Ashen hasn't been heard as a part of this ploy. She could also.
That's true.
Anyway, I said it would wait till tomorrow, but if we're not going to be seeing you, so wait till later. But if we're not going to be seeing you tomorrow, I hope you'll forgive me. But I have a little bit of a pitch to talk to you about. Couple of things. One, are you interested in buying any fool's ginger? I came across quite a bit. Second of all, I hear you're quite the scientific mind about town, and quite the reader, and I too, and this is like he's like completely stuttering over his own words because it's not.
let me cut in here real quick. Sorry about this. I pat Newton on the arm. He's all right. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's just not very good with public speaking. Newton here is I suppose he's an aspiring anthropologist,
amongst other things, but yes, this particular work.
He has taken notes on what did you name the book again, Newton? I believe you gave it quite the ringer.
Of Tooth and Tail. It is a expose into a recently discovered civilization of ratkin that have formed a communal society. Yes.
That you then destroyed.
Well, he has taken quite extensive notes. I've given it a read, and I have decided to. My family used to do a lot of patronizing for the arts and for the sciences back home, and I felt that, while I may not agree with my family in a lot of sense, I always believed that the furtherment of education and the betterment of all is always at the basis. So I felt that getting Newton here published would be a good idea. We'll have the first edition alongside a selling sample that we could bring along tomorrow, if you have time.
I personally wouldn't be too interested. I know someone who might.
Oh.
I'm fairly good terms with a practitioner of the arcane in town. He enjoys himself an eclectic number of hobbies. I could introduce you.
Newton, how would you feel about that?
Bring the book to him.
Newton just kind of gulps and then subtly nods, like.
I think we should meet him because it's often nice to have some review points, to have a discussion with the creator and the opinion of the individual who has observed and taken these findings, especially between two very intelligent individuals. It's always nice to see a debate of the intellect.
Well, amazing, great. Let's say that is a part of the payment. We'll set up a meeting.
Well, thank you very much.
It's no problem.
Are you interested in the fool's ginger as well? Just.
Oh yes, actually, I would love it. I don't use it for many things, but I knew a few who do buy from me that do. I'll take it for. How much do you have?
I have 30.
30 units.
Yes, 30 units.
Let's say an even 8 silver.
Done.
She takes the bundle and puts it on the counter. I'll have to organize that a bit later. So if you are willing to help, just kind of looks over a little bit and goes, it's back to the left, next to a bundle of barrels. Go now, and I'll be there in 8 minutes at tops.
Okay. Okay. I will take up an ambush position with whoever else is. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Because you gotta travel to it. It's an alleyway, and you gotta go to the midpoint of the alleyway where there's a widening of it.
I wonder why they're following her for. What if she owes the money?
Yes, Ashen.
While they were in there, what were the people doing?
The two individuals that you spotted earlier, they're just kind of like one's on like sitting on like a small barrel, and the other one's kind of like leaning up against the side of a building and is smoking a pipe.
Clearly just watching.
Yeah, they look to just be kind of, yeah, they seem to be. Do you like are you trying to be like somewhat stealthy about you looking at them?
Obviously going
Yeah.
right at them, but sort of looking at my feet and then sort of occasionally glancing up, seeing what they're doing.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead and make just an awareness check. Let me double check that. Actually, make a scrutinize check. One great thing about the new starter set is that the GM screen actually comes with a readout of every skill in the game with a description of what those skills do.
Oh,
Nice.
So scrutinize is actually listed as a way of, what was it? Notice fine details, remember things, and sense others' motives.
I failed.
You failed? Yeah, you're a bit too far away to see much. You can definitely have one's a woman, one is a man. The woman's smoking a pipe, and the man is on the barrel. That's about as much
The
detail.
woman doesn't look like the wanted poster, does it? She?
You can't tell. Like you can just tell kind of like from
That's
the
what I
shape.
was thinking.
It is definitely a woman, but they're wearing kind of like broad-brimmed traveling hats, and they're kind of like their clothing is it's definitely traveling clothes, and it has not been cleaned lately. So there's a lot of buildup of like trail mud and stuff on like the boots, and, like the long coats. That's about all the details you can get from where you're at. And by that point, you see your group exiting the apothecary.
Good.
Would you believe we got a job?
No,
We got a job.
I disbelieve you.
Ask them.
It's not really a job so much it is an assault.
No, it's not assaulting
No,
either.
it's not that at all.
Barely
More of a
job.
vinegaring.
In fact, we was rather specifically told that she didn't want them hurt.
I don't trust her.
That's fair.
I say we set up and then I follow her.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Why?
If Drakel wants to do it, let him do it. I don't
But
see
why
any harm.
though?
Don't see any harm in it. Do you?
Because I don't trust her.
Just don't understand why. Why don't we ask them why they're following her?
You guys can do that while I follow her.
Okay.
What the fuck is happening?
Basically, we came up short in terms of money, so Dagmar negotiated that we would instead stop some stalkers from following her in payment instead. We would pay with our labor.
Oh, and we'd also get Nilton a meeting with a wizard who is looking to maybe look at buying his book.
And we also
was
need to
kind
talk
of
to the
embarrassing.
wizard about possibly them being a target for the criminal.
The killer.
And maybe getting a message to my family.
Oh, and that
Yes.
one, yes.
Wizard for many things.
Wizard for many things. So this
Yes.
gets us our goal of the wizard.
Well, all right.
All we need to do is stay in that alley over there for a bit, wait for our alchemist to walk by. Once she's walked past, she'll give us a signal to say if she's being followed. Then we simply step out and annoy the people for long enough that she gets to the bank, gets to leave off her money, and talks to a guard or two about maybe having them come around tomorrow to arrest them.
Okay. When we get to the alley roach, the barrels you mentioned, are any empty?
The barrels were at the entrance to the alleyway. She pointed that out to know which alleyway she was talking about. And as you go and you check, like, yes, there's a stack of barrels, look to be like ale barrels or something, stacked up next to what seems to be like a small fermenters shop, and a alleyway that kind of winds past that.
Are any of the barrels empty?
If you check, no, they seem to all be containing some liquid.
Never mind, I was going to be a dwarf. Okay, set up to hide.
If you check, going down where she indicated before, the alley kind of has a couple of twists and turns as you go down, before it opens up into a small square in the middle of the alleyway, a ways deep. So probably like it's an alleyway in a block or in the middle of a block, but it's got looks like it has wooden gates lead to the back passages of a lot of the surrounding houses or shops, but most of them look to be closed. You don't really see anybody back there. It seems to be pretty quiet.
Just want to know what both Discourse and Midge are doing.
Searching for their pride, I think.
I'm just hearing like bottles being moved around.
I dropped the D10 and I have no idea where it's gone.
It's
Yeah.
gone. It doesn't
Gone
exist
forever.
anymore. Yeah,
Gone forever.
that dice no longer
I have a
exists.
replacement.
Oh, you both lost the D10? Was that what?
Is that what that was?
Wow. I'm impressed.
It's almost like we planned a bit. But
Yeah, but it felt like I was just kind of distracting. I just kept hearing things being rooted around. And
I was like, why does it sound like Discourse lives in a room with nothing but glass bottles at her feet?
Yeah, it's like that joke of like somebody opening the door to a car and just a whole bunch of like empty beer cans falling out or something.
Yeah. Or
That's right.
plastic
I have a
bottles.
replacement D10 now.
Darn, I actually have that at the minute with energy drinks.
Found one. Nice.
Well, did you actually lose a D10 as well, Discourse? Was that what?
Yeah, it's down here somewhere. I just can't find it.
We both did the same thing. That's so fucking weird. Bill.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
So
Sure.
So yeah, the alleyway, it's the opening in the alleyway, all that. It seems to have kind of some poor lighting, pretty tight confines, other than this opening square, which has maybe like 20-ish feet across. So
Are the gates open or locked?
Like to the back of buildings and like these abodes, yes, they seem to all be closed. And if you check, they are locked. What you can tell, they are wooden, but yeah, they are closed. There's a lot of like kind of debris. There's a couple of barrels and crates stacked up here and there, and there's a well in the center. But when you go to the well as well, it kind of has like a foul smell coming up from it.
Okay, so they get they get to the sort of square bit. Ashen's gonna go back against the wall that's hidden from the entryway. So if it's like a square, then there's a wall that you're not necessarily going to see, and put themselves against that as small as they themselves.
Okay.
Newton
Well,
doesn't.
you do.
Newton doesn't really hide. So what Newton's gonna do is he's gonna sit in the middle of the square area. Look like he and like kneel down like I'm tying my shoe.
Okay, so like just like look like a brewer or something going in the back, or like a bone picker that's just kind of like there incidentally.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna be like, oh, like I've dropped something, kind of. I'm looking. Essentially, what I was just doing then, like, like going off camera, like looking.
Right.
Was basically he's gonna be like just looking inconspicuous in the center, sort of tying shoe or looking for. I've dropped my pencil. G Willikers. I've dropped my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Jinkies.
Yeah, not nearly as attractive as Velma, but here we are.
Yeah, if we're all like trying to actually like hiding in barrels and around corners, and then when we jump out, it looks like we're gonna stab the poor folks. We don't want to scare them off. We want to just hold them in position. So,
yeah, but also if there's a group of people just waiting in a corner, if it's like a full group of 6 of us, just like people might just go maybe not.
Well, why don't we just one person go up and say hello and then the others just watch?
Yeah,
Why are we all waiting? Why don't I can just go up and say hello to them?
we could get that Troy as well.
But yeah, I
Kluft
think
looks the most at home in this area. It is a dusty, dirty back alley. Kluft, you feel kind of at home here. This is like some of the best. Like this is what you
Chill people.
like. You would have been in here like quite a bit, like during your day job, just kind of like finding like little bits of refuse and stuff to.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Right. So yeah, totally. This is your favorite terrain. So that's what Ashen and Newton are doing. What's the rest of you doing? Just kind of just chilling, getting the vibe of the place.
No matter what happens, I'm going towards the back of the alleyway.
Okay, because there is a way out of this like square. It's just like there's two like there's you come in and go out. It's just an alleyway continues. It just seems to be like an opening. A lot of buildings just don't take.
I'm going to the
space.
far end because I will be following Apothecary.
Cool.
If that sushi is.
Yeah, just to let you know, by the way, we are using the new system for the fortune pool in this game. So that new system is you can spend it just like how you were spending it before, but when I spend it, it goes back to being a usable resource by you. So it's a resource that goes back and forth. It doesn't just get used up at the end. Yeah. So there's 7 points in play because it's 1 plus. It's 1 for every person in the game and then +1 for the GM. So just letting you know. So it's a little bit better of a. It's a little bit less precious of a resource. Like I still get to use them, but after I use them, they go back to being usable by you. So cool. Yeah. All right. If that's what you go ahead and do, then it you wait a couple of minutes. You're not really bothered. At one point, one of the back doors to a building kind of opens up, and it seems to be like an individual like taking a barrel on a cart from one part of their building to another like room in their building through this way, and they don't really pay you any mind. It just seems to be like kind of like a brewer or something. After a few minutes,
so I wander up to them.
Well, they're at a gate. There's a gate between you and them. That's just like they're back in their buildings, like.
Are we all agreed that like I'll just go up and then you guys watch?
Yeah.
Is the person that you're waiting for? This was just an incidental person.
Not here
this was just in their business.
Oh.
Yeah, that was set dressing. That you're in an active alleyway between a lot of businesses.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So are we? Is that the plan? Because I didn't really. Okay. Cool. Well, I guess I'll wander over to these two in the white brimmed hats.
They're nowhere near you right now. This is.
I'll walk towards them.
Completely different. You're not anywhere in the same location. They're like you went down an alleyway away from them. You're not like
to go. Okay. Well,
they haven't arrived yet.
Yeah, they haven't arrived yet. The whole point of this was that she wanted you not to. She didn't want them to know.
Oh, okay, sure. So we're just waiting here for them to arrive after her, basically. Okay, sure. Yes. We're like ambushing them, but with.
I know you were looking for a dice. That was.
Yeah, I was looking for a dice. I did not find the die, and it's really annoying me. It's really, it's. Oh, it's somewhere. It's somewhere.
With the vibrations of the missing die,
Yeah.
I like. Yeah, I know.
After
You just take a
few
step.
minutes-
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. After you wait a little bit, a familiar face kind of enters into the alleyway. Her dressed in kind of like a, she's got like a light jacket to cover her like dress. It seems to be Cordelia, and she walks into the alleyway and she sees you and she goes, "They're behind me." Just keeps going. After she says that.
This is gonna be substantially harder.
And so she exits the alleyway, just after saying she and confirming they're behind her.
Okay. Sure.
And what is Drakel waiting like a 10 count before going, or what do you? Okay, cool. So you wait like a 10 count, then head out. Can you give me a stealth check?
Needed 45, got an 18.
Okay, cool. Sam, you start heading out. And a few minutes later, you hear kind of the
I'm gonna-
scuff of boots.
Before they arrive, I'm gonna go stand in the middle of the alley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, standing
I'm
right next
loitering.
to the well that's kind of like in
Yeah.
there, and then
Is this like a
Actually,
narrow alley, or is it like quite open?
no, there was a narrow alley like going to it, and then it kind of opened up into like a wide like little square that's on the back of a whole bunch of like.
I'll go
buildings.
towards the narrow alley, so that it's easier to block them physically.
Okay.
Like it's much better position than like in this square.
Okay. Yeah, so after a couple of minutes, you hear the scuff of boot upon kind of dirt
Yeah.
and
Okay.
stone.
Plan should work then.
And you see, Kluft, I guess, would be the first one to see. You see two individuals, the ones you saw previously, kind of these tall individuals in traveling clothes, walking.
Okay. I want to go like yell at a distance as they're like walking towards me. I want to go, "Hey, buddy, you got the time?" "Hey, buddy, give us a smoke."
Just a random. I know this person. I've seen them on many nights out
Yeah. I want to like
or
walk.
working.
Kinda-
in a-
You notice that my shoulders thrust back and forth in this very exaggerated style. There's you could almost say that I'm sauntering towards them as opposed to walking.
They continue
Yeah.
going down the alleyway.
Yeah.
And get to the square where
Yeah.
you're blocking them.
Sure. I want to go, "Hey, buddy, those are my shoes." Those are my shoes.
I know this person. I have thrown them out of pubs before, and I hate.
I gesture to my foot with my unshoed foot, and I say, "Hey, give a lend of one of your shoes, mate."
I hate how accurate this is.
See what it is, pal. See what it is, pal.
Oh, hey, lad, you got a lawyer?
And if they try to go
Way,
past me, I will. What does they say?
They say, "Get out of our way, you drunkard."
I'm not drunk. I'm perfectly sober, mate. How's it going?
Hey, don't
What's
be mean to my friend.
Yeah.
Like the man like looks over and like sees.
Gives your shoe.
He
Gives
just
your
wants
shoe,
to look
mate.
at your shoes. He just wants to look at your shoes. He's
Gives your
fine.
shoe.
Get away from us!
That's my shoe. Gives it.
Can you make a coordination check?
A coordination check. I'm not very
Yes.
coordinated.
I know.
I got a 34 though.
Okay, cool. What was your what were you trying to beat?
What's coordination?
Coordination.
It's agility, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
beat that then.
Okay, cool. How much did you beat it by?
I beat it by like 5. Not 5 degrees, but 5.
Okay, cool.
I don't have coordination specialized.
Okay.
Ain't got no training.
Well, if it's opposed, it's got to be as close as possible, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get rid of that rule because I don't like how it works, and I also think that you got rid of that rule and it's just degrees of success now. And then
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
Rewrite. I think that's also a difference now. Because I didn't like how that worked in the first place. That seemed very counterintuitive.
Well, because it was opposite of what
it was a weird. It felt like somebody was writing a rule and decided like we need to make it more
different,
interesting. Yeah.
There's also the fact that like if you critically succeeded on those rolls, you automatically won as well. Opposed rolls, I believe, in the old settings.
I think that's still the case. But so the woman just like shoves you, Kluft, and you fall. Like you're just like what? Like
hey,
sure. We'll fall back.
Hey, come back here! You don't do that and get away with it.
They start moving like out of the alleyway.
Right. Have they passed me yet?
Yeah, they're close. Yeah, like they've gotten past Kluft, and now they're on the way. They're like almost to the midpoint of the alleyway at this point.
Okay.
So they're near the well where you are.
I'm just gonna go from the hunched position down to big tooling and go, well, that wasn't very nice of you.
I would rate right there if I were you.
I'm gonna try and intimidate.
Ashen's gonna go behind them.
Try and intimidate? That's what you're trying to do? Okay. Cool. Roll an intimidation check.
This is not going to be good. Oh, wait, no, it might be because intimidate's on brawn.
Yeah, it's brawn.
Yes, it is. It's brawn check.
Oh, I'm going to re-roll that, guys, because I got a 99. I'm going to use a thingy point. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that goes in that pool.
It's marginally better. I got a 27 and I need a 31.
It's a success.
It's a success. Better than a 99.
I just want to point out that the ogre is 2 degrees of strength weaker than Jeska.
Well, no, my brawn bonus is like a 6, but I took
my brawn bonus is an 8.
I took negatives for being academic.
For a bonus.
In fairness, I feel like you rolled really well for your stats, Mikey. I don't think you have anything that's like under like.
I do. I have one thing under 40. It's my will.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Like those are ridiculous stats.
Yeah, and I was there for it.
As he was when I rolled Sesh, and he was not. She was not happy with that. They were not very happy with that at all. It was pretty funny.
So, as you like get up and try and intimidate them. You see the man kind of back down slightly as you kind of like get up with the woman. You just see her like open the coat to the side, and you see like a baldric with a long sword like on it, and just get out of her way.
So you
don't want any trouble.
No. Well, I'm sure you won't mind answering a few questions for me. I'm an investigator, and I'm looking into some various occurrences around here, and I wondered if you have any information. Besides, I think we need to sort out this misunderstanding you had with the fellow over there.
Can you make a...
Kluft is like picking himself up at this stage, dusting off the dirt. Yeah.
Somehow more dirty when he's finished dusting himself off.
Can you make a deceive check, or not deceive? What's the word for it?
Deceit. I'm pretty sure it is just called deceit.
Guile, or are you looking for?
Guile.
Yeah.
Is it guile?
It's guile.
Not skullduggery. No, it's guile.
No.
Yeah, because you're lying in this instance.
Flinch pockets, sleight of hand.
You're just straight up lying.
Oh,
so guile makes
a 9!
Sense.
Flat 9. My fellowship's a 27, so we needed a good roll there.
Yeah, you did. I'm gonna spend that misfortune point so that she can.
So now we have 7 again.
Yeah.
That's how that works, which is pretty cool.
Cool.
Okay. So what's your fellowship? What was the guile test?
So I had I
I
rolled a 9, and I have a 27% in fellowship.
Okay, cool. So she rolled a 20.
Ooh.
She has a 43 in fellowship.
Oh, 2.3 degrees of success.
Yeah,
And mine
she doesn't have any
is-
bonuses and trying to like
1.7, somewhere around there, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's only for full, so it's only 1.
Yeah.
Is what it goes. Everything. She kind of like takes off there, looks at like all of this and goes, "Why are you getting involved in this?"
I saw the commotion and, well, you know, someone in such a hurry, and it triggered something with things I'm looking into.
The man, what are you getting out of here? No, not that. Not this. Why are you slowing us down?
Knocked over my friend.
One, you don't look like his friend.
You got in the way of the
I am
doctor
bodyguard.
snipe, and I mean, I'm just trying to sort it out because if
You
it's in
look
your
even less
favor,
in place here.
I mean, if the argument is in your favor, but rules of justicum means that you should be paid for your troubles and getting out of the way, you know?
God, you guys are bad at lying.
Yeah,
no.
that was the check.
Why do you think Jeska isn't there? She's not said a word at this point.
Just like so. All right, big boy. Where's your letter of? No, what's the word for it? Where's your
Letter of
Authority?
marquee? No, it's not. The
Oh,
letter
yeah,
marquee. It's a letter of jurisdiction.
Okay, I pull out my letter of jurisdiction from the fact I'm an investigator.
Okay. Did you make one?
I mean, let's check.
Check his inventory.
I've got one, but it's not for this town.
Yeah. No. So do you produce the one you have?
Yeah, I produced the one I have.
If only you had a
It's
forger
just
that could
a
have
matter
made you a
of-
new one if you asked.
Yeah. Just like looks at it and just goes. Do they just look at the paper and just goes, This isn't even.
This is even the
for
right
this
fucking
town."
city.
Yeah, well, I didn't even want your
but
shoes.
I'm waiting on the appropriate paperwork for this town. But
Well, until that, you have no right to stop us. Go call a guard. And she starts going. The guy's kind of like skeeved out by the giant 9-foot tall ogre, but like she's doesn't seem to be that scared. And so she doesn't like push past you, but she just goes around. Like she starts walking.
How long have they been here with
Yeah, job's good. Yeah,
It's been like a few minutes.
I think we've.
I need the paper back.
Yeah, I think
At the very
job's
least.
done, guys. I think we pop on.
Throws it like back over towards you.
Just looking down to pick it up.
Ashen grabs it for him. She is much closer to the ground.
By the way, Roach, considering that
movement
we've
rate's,
had
like,
better
awful.
looks at their faces now, do they actually resemble the picture in the wanted poster?
Oh, if you look at them, you see like the woman looks to be pretty young, but really rough faced. So probably had like a lot of time in the sun. So probably like early 20s. Does not match the picture that you saw of the murderer. The hair doesn't even match color.
Yeah.
When it's description. The man, definitely much older, has a couple of scars across his face, long bearded, hasn't cleaned it in a while. They both look like super tired. Like they haven't slept in a couple of days. Kind of tired.
Jessica
Okay.
walks past the other end of the alleyway, just looks down it.
They're probably like
Sees
tax agents
everything.
or something.
Could be. Sees everything going on, keeps walking.
And they start down the alleyway and leave.
Well, I didn't want the shoes anyway.
Jessica's sitting at like, well, not. I wouldn't. Is there anything she can sit on at the end of the alleyway, like a barrel?
I mean, there are a lot of boxes and barrels and like debris. Like,
she just picks
around.
an appropriately sized box, sits on it, and just looks at the wanted poster casually. She has her notebook out in one hand and the wanted poster in the other.
Okay. Yeah, the lady just walks past you as you go there, but the man kind of like looks over at you, looks at the poster, and just don't even think about it. Keeps going.
She doesn't react. Actually, hang on. No, I need to roll for that. No, I need to roll for that. This is Jeska. I need to roll for that. Right. Oh, never mind. She rolled a 7. She's fine. That's a waste of a good roll, but all right. Yeah, she doesn't say anything.
Okay.
She lets them continue on.
They continue on their way, and now you are left in the alleyway alone.
She folds up the wanted poster, puts it in her bag, puts the notebook back in her bag. She leans around the corner. Come here.
What?
They're bounty hunters.
Oh.
Pretty bad ones.
They told me not to go after our other quarry here. So I have a feeling that maybe our good alchemist here owes money, or has committed a wrongdoing at some point.
Or is connected to our previous case.
Could be.
Or she kidnapped a princess. That happens all the time, you know, in foreign land.
We got a list of who had been harmed so far, right? With the
Yeah, we did.
from the guards.
Yeah,
could you remind me of?
Yeah, it was really rough. There was a daughter of a trade kind of like magnet up the river in Mortis. A couple of like just random individuals that used to take part in some form of magic or magecraft, but didn't really get on with it or had moved on. Like there was a clerk, the daughter of that trader, that kind of stuff. You didn't really get any names actually from the guard. You just got kind of the descriptor, what they were told.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a feeling that our old alchemist here isn't spilling all of the information.
Well, it's not really any of our business, is it?
No, but we did just get involved in it, so.
Well,
Good, we're getting free
we'll
bandages.
find something out.
That's true, maybe.
Yep.
Dad, if I had have
Find
known that she
something
was a
out.
criminal,
Find
I would have
something out.
invited her to the gambling den. I could have had another rogue in my gallery.
And so, as you say, maybe Drakel will find something out. Find something out. We'll cut to across the way to Drakel. You're tailing your mark.
Quarry, I'm not trying to scam her.
Got it. So yeah, you keep a respectable distance, kind of behind, keeping an eye, not arousing any suspicion, you hope.
Weaving in and out of traffic rather than pushing through.
Yeah. Not making a fuss. And yeah, as you do so, she just kind of makes her way. But you don't see her go into any like buildings or anything like that. She doesn't seem to be going or depositing anything. She continues walking until you definitely are sure, even though you haven't been into this city that long, you are no longer in the same district you were in before. no longer in Heatherhorn. You seem to be like going a bit towards, kind of seems like a slummy kind of area. So how long do you intend to follow? Just the whole time? Just keep following, or?
Basically.
Okay. Yeah. So you follow, and eventually she does arrive at a location. You see a bigger building, a bit well cared for than the others around here. It seems to be like it's one of those ones where if it was being occupied by like a single person that was well off, you'd almost call it a manor, but it definitely looks more like an inn or some sort of boarding house. So it's got like a courtyard, but it's got like walls that are also made up of like rooms inside the major, like the big building. She goes through it. It doesn't seem to be closed. She goes through the main door into the courtyard and looks to go into the building.
This building seems to, in the courtyard, is like does the courtyard seem to go all the way around the back and things?
If I had to say, like, think of it like this: there's like one big structure, another structure that's a bit smaller. They form kind of an L. A couple of outbuildings that don't have any space between, so they're semi-connected. And then wall, and then stone gate with wall. So it's kind of, and then like in the corner, there's a couple of other buildings that look to be like a pig like sty, or some sort of like farm sty, or some sort of like that. Definitely has some. People wouldn't be in there. It definitely looks to be more like a farming kind of structure, or at least some sort of livestock. And so the only way you get into it is through that gate. You'd have to go in, and then the courtyard is more of just like an enclosed like space that is made because all these buildings are buttressed up against each other of this like one overstructure, because it's all kind of separated around from the rest of the buildings. So it looks, what you can see on the outside, it does have like markings and stuff on it. It looks to be some sort of like boarding house, or like a long term, like people would stay here.
I'm walking in.
Okay, like you go in, what you can see is, yeah, there's like a couple of tables off to one side. You can see like a house kitchen that's a separate building but connected to the main building. See a well, definitely a couple of outhouses. That is a pig pen in the corner, and just a couple of people like kind of milling about. A few drinking, a few looks to be cooking, that kind of thing.
Any obvious way that she would have gone to quickly exit the courtyard?
If you take a minute to look around, from what you can see, it looks like there's a couple of entrances in, but the main entrance isn't locked or closed. So that might be where you'd go if it's like if it's somebody trying to come in for like services, go into the main building.
Let's go to the main building then.
Okay. So yeah, if you go in, you see a how would I describe him? Just kind of a middle-aged man, like kind of got his hand, like his fist against his chin, kind of leaning against it at like a counter. A lot of like a book in front of him. Around there's a lot of tables and stuff. Looks like this would be like a main area where people would have their meals. There's a couple of staircases up to the second floor. And a couple of doors that block off the rest of the building. There's like not a lot of people like down here. It's just this man, and you see like one other individual that looks to maybe like a house staff or something, like carrying like a bundle of laundry, and they kind of like they can like squeeze in past you as they go out.
Go back out.
Okay. You go out, and not much has changed except for your perspective.
Quick perception check or whatever it is.
Awareness check. Cool. Go ahead and. What are you trying to aware?
Trying to use the what's like footprints, things around the area that are like fresh have just come through. So she would have come in. She's gone somewhere.
Trying to track.
Basically.
Okay.
There was no she went in and there was one door that she could have gone to, so there's a couple of options.
Right.
Chances are she's gone upstairs, but want to see if I can pinpoint anything that says she went this way.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
Needed a 41, got a 23.
Okay. It's definitely not like untraveled ground. There's a lot of footprints here and there. This definitely looks to be some sort of like place. A lot of people will stay for a short period of time before leaving. Looking like it's if you're looking at the latest footprints, see yours and 2 others. They all seem to be all seem to go from the entrance, curve, and then go right under you and inside.
Person was carrying the bundle of clothes. Where are they?
They're kind of off to the side. They just went past the cookhouse and they're going to the well, and you can see they've got a basket. They're putting it down and they're bringing up a bucket.
Right. Okay, back inside. Quickly get the guy's attention.
What?
Woman just come in here.
Let a woman come in here.
No woman.
I said no. A lot of women come in here.
Okay, literally just a couple of seconds ago, before I came in.
Maybe.
Silver piece. Flick it to him.
Sure. What is it to me or you?
I just want to know if she's in the building or upstairs.
Probably went upstairs. Not one of my staff.
Thank you very much.
Didn't go anywhere else.
Flick him another silver piece. Go upstairs.
Okay. And you walk upstairs. And you see a line of doors. All of them are closed. To be some sort of rooms. They all got numbers on them.
I just go, "Oh, apothecary," and then listen.
Okay, make an awareness check.
"33.
Crit success.
Okay. Success. Cool. Yeah, you hear you say that kind of loudly, and you hear a couple of things, a couple of rooms. You just hear some shifting of maybe a bad bed or something like that, a really poor quality one. If somebody may be sleeping and just trying to put their pillows over their ears. But kind of in the far corner of one, you see or you hear a shuffle. And then some low voices, cutting across, and you definitely hear Cordelia, which is the apothecary, and another voice of a man.
Go to the door and open it.
If you go to the door and try and open it, it is locked, and you hear something fall to the ground, and if you're that close, well. Yeah, you hear the man's voice. Would you let them hear? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm not the people that you're hiding from. However, you are terrible at losing a tail. Now you can either open the door, or we can wait for my friends to get here, who you asked to stop in the alley. Because you lied to us, and that's my job.
Okay. It's like there's some low whispering kind of from the door, from behind the door. And her couple of shifting floorboards, and then an unlocking of the door. And you see you see the face of kind of like red hair and beard, very scraggly, hasn't like probably bathed in a while. Definitely looks to be like a kind of like a backcountry like herbalist or something like that. Has like a necklace with like a couple of like small mammal skulls on it, and like kind of like a very like threadbare like cloak, and kind of like opens the door, looks out, and like steps back to let you in.
Yeah, I walk in.
We heard about a hedge wizard, didn't we? Who lived out of town.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk in with kind of confidence.
Okay.
And going to go, right. Firstly, whenever you're trying to make sure you're not being followed, stop occasionally. Look at the stalls. Things like that. Check behind yourself. People can't be invisible. They have to be seen. So they have to stop and do stuff so they can stay behind you. Okay? It's not hard. It's very easy. You didn't do it once. You just kept walking. You assumed no one was following you. Shut up. I'm talking. Now, second thing. If you're going to go to a bank, go to a bank. It reinforces your story. You don't have to do anything. Just walk inside. It's 5 minutes. Walk back out. It's as simple as that. Second thing. Or I should say third thing. Right. If you are hiding from someone and they start literally sitting there going, apothecary, don't start scrabbling around. Go silent. They're waiting for you to make a simple move that allows you to be picked out of the crowd. You made my job totally easy. I was looking for a challenge.
So Cordelia seems confused. And then it seems confused, and then you see and then like you hear like a kind of a clearing of a throat, and the man kind of goes, "Can I step in here? Who are you?"
I'm part of the Banshee hire to stop the people. I'm not entirely sure they were bad now that we're getting here. I mean, you never even went to the bank. You just kept walking, which lets me wonder. You're not doing something totally legal, or you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, and they were meant to stop you.
No, that's not it at all. They're trying. Alexander's not necessarily on the up and up with some of the things he sells me for, and some of the things I sell him. He does a lot of off-the-books work in the country, but it's nothing bad. He heals people.
Yeah,
this guy provides the medical herb, shall we say?
No, it's tax avoidance.
And they started following me a few days ago, when it was around time for him to re-up on some of his goods. I don't know if I should really be admitting to any.
Shut up!
Oh, right.
I'm talking to her.
Okay. Just. I hired you just to slow them down so that I could get him out of town for a while.
You are terrible at lying. You realize that?
I'm not lying. I am telling the truth. Alexander is not a bad man.
Really?
I shouldn't have told you his name. I just realized.
Yeah. Like I said, you're terrible at this. Okay, you sit down.
I said,
Alexander.
Right, yeah. You, yes.
Yeah, giant.
You got a break now.
Don't worry.
Right, yeah. Or do we got a break? Is it
We're break.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for. I was waiting for this scene to kind of get to a point before I mentioned it. But yeah, we can go to break.
We'll break when we'll break then. Just when he goes like, yes, you.
Right. Okay. So join us in 10 minutes time. We'll be back with more of this. Use this time to go anywhere. And hey, why not go and use the break time to check out our Spotify that you could go rate wherever and follow the feed.
Because they're multiple hour long. So
no.
that wouldn't be a
Prep
good
it. Prep it for after the stream. That's what I mean. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
When is a story more than a story? When a tale is more than words on paper? When is an ad more than the script it's written on? In the darkest and deepest annals of our own history, worlds of wonder and splendor burst through like a blister made of hope. From the brain that's wrestled and riddled with madness, a radiant pustule. Writing, art, that's storytelling. That is the true lust of life. You too can beautifully indulge in art. Like fans of the greats. Shakespeare, King, Tolkien, Seuss, Mercer. You too can indulge through Twitch Prime. Get extended access to a wealth of knowledge with a simple click. An emotion so small that it could endlessly amount to possibilities. Embrace those feelings. Support art. Support the component cast.
Drakoga. It's a city of dreams, they say. They might have even been right once upon a time. But now, it's a rotting, corrupt corpse on a hill. When the nation went dry, a few saw the potential, saw the money that was waiting for them. Now, you can't go a block without passing a speakeasy, even if you can't see it. And you'd be surprised just how many upstanding citizens you'll find at a table with a glass in their hands. These can't help but want money or power. Problem is when both of those mix away from the light of the law. Corruption, exploitation, and murder. It's all just another night in Drakoga.
It wouldn't be Pinball Wizard. Anyway, hello everybody, welcome back. We were discussing. No, that's already one. That's CSI.
Miami, and yes, I don't care.
Yeah. It's like New York was Barbara O'Reilly, I think. Las Vegas is Who Are You? No. We're talking about CSI intro themes because we were trying to work out if CSI which Who song CSI Ratkin would have, and I think I've come up with it. I think it's Squeezebox. Which is it's the kind of bumpkin one.
All right, Mr. Not Racist.
So we come back onto Drakel and the two individuals you've just told. Cordelia does not talk, and Alexander, you've now been led to call him. It's just yes. What? Yes. What did you? What?
Hi.
Hello.
So why is she here?
To warn me that they were in town and that I should probably leave. I did not know. I was getting my things together.
Go on then.
Do I have to do it in front of you?
Yeah.
All right. And now what that leads to is just a very awkward section of time where it just like gets a bag out, opens up the kind of the chest at the bottom of the like the foot of the bed, starts like moving things, including like a change of robes and have another like couple pair of boots.
So Alexander, are you like a hedge mage or something?
I do not practice the higher magics. I only know a few petty spells. I am mostly a healer.
Okay,
Heal
cool.
individuals who need me to help them.
With illicit drugs.
You are nothing. It's all natural. It is grown in the forests.
You just don't like paying taxes.
It's Earth's, it's H's gifts to us.
A simple yes or no.
I don't acknowledge the validity of a tax system.
Excellent. Okay, you're good with me. You, however, Cassandra, if that's your real name.
It isn't. That isn't my name. I told you. It's Cordelia.
Whatever.
All right.
Once your friend is out the door, which I would suggest you move along, because if I know my friends, those people won't be kept waiting for very long.
We've been upgraded to friends.
I never told you that.
No, you told them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they know. I'll go as fast as I can. I was hoping to offload this. But
I'm sorry, are you complaining about me trying to save your life?
I don't. Thank you. You are also being kind of a dick.
Yeah, I know.
Right. All right. As long as we're okay with that.
Excellent.
All right. Can you move? I need to get to the.
Yeah, sure.
There's
Cordelia,
a hole in the wall.
You are coming with me. Don't think you're running.
I didn't run in the first place. You hear like a noise of like a board being moved, and you see like a board on the wall kind of like being wiggled out of the way, and then a couple of other bags of nondescript herbs are coming out of it.
Seriously, a board behind the wall? Oh god, this is terrible.
I pay extra for this room, all right?
It would take like 5 minutes search to realize that was there.
The guards don't come down here.
You're not hiding from the guards.
Apparently now. I guess. I don't know. This is highly irregular. All right, whatever. She's sitting on the. trying to help a friend. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to apologize for this. I was trying to help a friend. I have now helped a friend. This wasn't a great outcome, admittedly. But at least he'll be able to get out of the city without any trouble.
Fine. We'll stay until he's leaving.
All right. Was also going to escort him to the edge of the city, but I guess now that's out of the cards. Is that
No.
Oh,
No?
great. Good. And like he like buttons the bag and like it's over his shoulder. It's fairly heavy. It definitely looks like like he traveled. Like this is his home, like on his shoulder.
All right, let's get him out of here.
All right. Name? Do I even get that?
God.
Savior? All right. That's blasphemy. All right.
Savior.
Do you go first, or are you just following them as they?
Right. Okay, so do what I do. Don't draw attention to yourselves. Don't walk through groups, walk around them.
All right.
When I stop, just go to a random store. Stay still until I come back to you. Make it look like you're looking at stuff.
All right.
All right? If I tell you to run, run.
All right. Sounds good.
Cordelia, fucking learn this lot, all right?
I'm sorry. I normally don't do this. This is I sell herbs to noble women and other other practitioners. I don't.
And associate with people who avoid tax. Therefore, as far as the town is concerned, criminal.
I don't agree with that, but he gives me great product. I
don't agree with his breaking the law, but I get great drugs off him.
I don't, but yeah, I don't need to explain myself to you. Let's go. So if you exit the room, just 1 second here. Could you just roll a d6 for me?
5.
Okay, cool. 1 second. Cool. So as you exit the room, and start like going down the stairs, you see at the bottom of the stairs next to the desk where you saw the you assume to be the owner of this boarding house. You see two individuals like standing there, a kind of like an older gentleman kind of leaning against a wall and just like kind of half asleep, just kind of waiting, and you hear like an angry woman's voice kind of like talking with the owner. You both recognize both of them. They're definitely the individuals that were originally staking out Cordelia's shop. Second here. Oh, cool. Yeah, so you go down, and like behind you, you hear like a commotion, and you see like Cordelia's dragging Alexander back into the room. Like as soon as like she went over the corner there, and he goes, "Well," and just goes right in there. And the door closes.
Keep going down.
All right. Yeah, and there's just this. The man doesn't even acknowledge you. It looks like he's like dead on his feet right now. Honestly, and the woman, as you get closer, she's trying to like shake down this owner, trying to figure out like if he's seen anyone. He's just not given, like he's not intimidated by them. And then now there's a couple more people like in the establishment. There's a couple like what look to be like maybe like river workers like out like on the town for the weekend or something like that, and they're all just kind of like having like they got drinks and they're kind of just sitting at tables around. But they're not really paying much mind. They don't care. This is their days off.
I walk past them just outside the door, step off to the side as if I'm loading up the pipe or something like that, and just eavesdropping.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, you just hear this woman, she's trying, from what you get, because you kind of come in midway through the conversation, but she's trying to, are you eating coconut? Was that just like a cut of coconut that you were eating? No? Oh, wow. That looked, sorry.
Focus.
No, it just looked really weird to my for a second. I lived in the tropics and I've never seen anybody do that. Yeah, no, it comes in midway through the conversation, but she's trying to get information about a woman and where she would have gone. And she says, well, I know she came in here. I just need to know where she is. We won't do anything that'll damage the establishment. We just need to know where. And man's just like looking at her, not even like, tell you. Haven't seen anyone. I know that's not true. I need some information. We have legitimate reasons for this. We are trying to get down to, and the man just goes, just we don't have to know exactly where. We just have to keep an eye on this entire building. This building is huge. Why are we? That's difficult. And she seems to be very angry, and she also looks incredibly tired. But it seems like her response to being incredibly tired is to get angry, and his is just like to be. He's just done with.
Just go sleep.
Yeah, he's to go to sleep, and she's like driven back. But they both got like bags under their eyes and like dead on their feet, kind of look to them.
Is the slums to the south of the city, north of the city?
It's south of the city. If you need to look at it, it is in the handout section. There is a map, and the slums are the South Town district. So it's the like southern half.
Okay, and what's to the south of the city?
South of the city, a lot of farmland, a lot of open farmland. It goes all the way to the river that you crossed to get here.
Okay, is there any like forested area around the city?
Not really. To get that, you'd have to start going like north or a little bit east. Like there's a lot of like, you know, forests, but in the like if you go to like a rural area now, like there's those forests that are just kind of like there to like be windbreaks kind of forests. Like there's a couple of those around, but nothing like substantial.
Any roads or anything like that?
Oh yeah, there's 6 roads out that go into the city. One you came in on goes like straight north to south, and then there's one that goes kind of northeast to southeast, and then the other one the opposite way. So it's kind of like a star kind of pattern there. Only one major one.
And so she's getting more and more frustrated. He's just getting more and more bored because he wants to sleep.
Well, he's just like he's just leaning, and he's just letting her deal with it. The owner just isn't caring. He's just he deals with a place in the slums of the city. He's renting out to people. He's been shaken down by far scarier people. And yeah, she's just angry. It seems like, or she's just very annoyed by this.
Not angry, she's just disappointed.
In the world. But yeah, and if you just like wait there for, if you just continue to wait there, because he's not paying any mind, she's focused on the owner. After like a few minutes, she's like, fine. She goes to a table like that's got view of the staircase and the door out of the building, and she just sits down there, and she just like goes against a chair, and she lights a pipe and she starts smoking it. And the guy like kind of goes over to a chair next and just like kind of does this on the opposite side of the table, but still looking in the same kind of direction.
Mm. Right, buildings. Can I see any window that would get to his room from where I am?
Actually, yeah, one of his room is like a corner room, and there is a window out. The roof is slanted. It's not like a balcony or anything like that. But yeah, it's
Okay,
like
it's anything that he could land in.
it faces into the courtyard.
Right, so they'd still see it.
Yeah, if he'd have to like go over the roof, or he'd have to go to the side or something like that. He'd be exposed on the outside for a bit of time to do that.
Okay.
I might be able to show it to.
No, it's fine. I've got it. I got a visual. All right.
But yeah, that's
All right.
that's what you got. And
Okay.
they get
Back
some
in.
ale after a couple of minutes. I'm sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
You go back in.
Going back inside, going over to their table, grabbing a chair, sitting down.
What do you want?
Well, you're not going to find Cordelia here.
Fuck are you?
It's not the question you should be asking.
True, I suppose. Should be asking, the fuck are you? Why the fuck do you care? Where'd you come from?
That's 3 questions you shouldn't be asking.
Right, well, okay. Alright, what the fuck you tell me what I need to know? What? Go ahead.
Here's the woman I'm talking to, isn't it?
No, that was him. He's
That's
like,
him.
like she's just like staring daggers kind of at the owner, like halfway. And like she's taking a sip of her ale and she's listening. But...
Okay, I reach across and click my fingers in her face.
You did not just do that.
Shut up. You're useless at your job. Number 1, 2 silver coins, you'd have had all the information you needed. Number 2, you are not teaching her how to do her job right, falling asleep against the wall.
What do I need to teach her for?
Because you're obviously the more experienced.
Yeah, why the fuck does he need to teach me for?
Because you're obviously a complete idiot who doesn't understand that a little bit of honey will get you more than a load of vinegar. 2 silver coins, that's all you need to pay him, and he would have told you everything that he told me.
The fuck are you?
We're thinking the same thing.
I'm the guy who's looking for Cordelia's contact, Alexander.
The fuck's Alexander?
He's the guy that you're supposed to be here to catch, actually, not her.
The fuck are you talking about?
Now,
you're the one who's confused right now, all right?
Not really. Now, the thing is, they both left.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. I've been in his room.
All right, take us to his room.
I'm not taking you to his room. I'm not doing all your work for you.
Story means fuck all to me.
All right, you stay here then.
Fine. Hold on.
You may not want to drink the ale, though.
Hold on. Do a deception check for me, please. Which would be a guile check.
I wish I had some popcorn. I really wish I had some popcorn right about now. Can I have some?
Needed 43, got a 41.
Well played.
Okay, cool. You're kind of in a stalemate, essentially, right now. You both got less than 1 degree of success on your checks. You're kind of in a stalemate right now. And just goes like, we'll drink what we want to drink, right? And if you know Cordelia so well, you tell her, keep an eye out for herself.
I didn't say I knew Cordelia.
Well,
you said I knew Cordelia.
Then how the hell do you know where she supposedly was, and that she has a contact?
Boy, you really are terrible. While you were stuck talking to, I don't know, a group of people in an alley, who do you think was following her?
I'm assuming you followed her. Also,
I walked straight past you.
The half asleep guy She was like looking at you. She just goes, "Wait a minute. You were with the group."
I was in the alley.
No, not in the alley. Before that, when we were watching her shop, you went into her shop with the giant and the little dirty man.
Yes, I went in to buy. They took a job.
So you're saying you don't know why the fuck are we talking to him? We need to. All right. Okay. So if you're following her, great. Then maybe we can help each other right now.
Well, it depends. How much are you getting paid for this?
It's highly dependent on a couple of very important factors right now. All right.
I'm listening.
Okay. All right. You're not an idiot, so you've definitely heard around here of this woman. Takes out like a bill and like hands it to you, and it's like a bounty. And if you look at it, it's a Hannah Buman. It's got the picture of the woman on it. It's like lists her crimes and that kind of stuff. Okay. So we've been tracking her for about a month now. All right?
Badly, apparently.
No, we got this far. From her last kill, she killed some postman or something like that. He used to do some apprentice work for a wizard somewhere up north.
Right.
But he had a whole lot of correspondence that he saved it. Part of that correspondence was to a woman Cordelia. Cordelia, they talked about their time as apprentices with each other. So
Mitch is dying right now.
I have no idea why. He's connected something, but we'll get to that. So she kills people who are magically adjacent. She's not that strong. She can't kill a wizard, but she can kill somebody who doesn't know any spells or knows very little. So Cordelia was the next best thing that we had to a target. So we're keeping an eye on her. Hannah is in town, they say, so this makes the best sense. She's somewhere. She's a target because she knows Cordelia knows magic, or at least used to know magic.
As far as I know, Cordelia doesn't know any magic, but the guy she's meeting does.
Well, that makes this a lot worse, actually. That makes that means there's two people that Hannah would very much like to kill.
Right.
So we're trying to. And then the half asleep guy goes, "We're using her as bait."
Fair enough.
All right. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's a bit harsh, but yes, using her as bait. And it's been a few days, and we haven't seen anything yet. First time she's been out of our line of sight because of you and the people you were with. And yeah, we need to make sure we need to keep track of her. Because once Hannah shows up, we need to stop. There's a big bounty on her head.
Oh, I know that. Oh, I get the bounty. Okay, I've seen the poster. Okay. Number one, if you want to not be spotted, find something to do when you're trying to surveil someone.
I don't need this today.
Number two, top of the stairs, room at the end on the left.
Thank you.
That'll cost you 2 silver.
They look at each other for a minute. Like they're doing like the like, no you. Like, Yannick, you have the purse. Opens it up. Kind of like unties it.
I was joking. Go.
Okay. Who the doesn't matter. Like they both like get up.
He was in the room on the right, wasn't he?
There was no there is no left or there's just a wall.
Oh, it's just a wall, isn't it? Sorry.
It's just a wall. So yeah, no, you got it right though. It's whatever that direction is. Whatever you said was the correct one. And yeah, it kind of gets
reality warps to match.
Reality warps to match my mind at will.
Yeah. They both get up and they leave the building and they kind of like go out to the courtyard.
You rejected reality and successfully substituted your own.
I do it on a daily basis. It's called work.
Yeah,
So,
I feel you.
while
I'm going
that's
back
all
upstairs.
on, yeah, hold on. While that's all going on, what are the rest of you doing?
I wonder where Drakel is.
Yeah, we have no clue where he's gone.
No, no, you don't.
Do you think
So
we
what-
held him up long enough?
Well,
Probably.
we'll find out in whatever time it takes Drakel to find us, I suppose, whenever he figures out whatever's going on.
I think he was right to be suspicious, though.
Yeah.
I think we've got it all wrong.
Who knew what I know now?
If only.
You
Though
said
I do wonder.
they referenced the poster, correct? And we were looking for the apothecary for the connections to
Never mind.
the
I don't think it's
latest
anything
one.
important.
I'm fucking muted. That would explain a lot.
I want to know why you were laughing, Mitch. I want to know now.
Oh, it's because I've worked out. Yeah, I worked out what they just revealed to you as Roach said it. I was like, wait, no, we've got it wrong, and she's got it wrong. They're protecting her from the mage killer.
They are bounty hunters, though. I did get that right.
Yes.
Just not for her.
Can I make a scrutinize check to try and catch myself up?
Pulls out the rock gut, takes a shot.
You don't have any of that context information. Those context clues. You just know they're bounty hunters.
Yeah, we know they're bounty hunters, but why would they also? Can I put it together with why would they know about this bounty in particular as well?
Well,
Everyone does. It's on a bloody pinball.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been shouted
Fine,
from the
fine.
mountaintops and stuff.
It's
so
a
yeah.
pretty noteworthy
It's
thing
the
when you
don't even
show
think
to your
about
brother.
it though. It's the don't even think about it though. Make from other bounty hunters makes it go. Wait, are they on that bounty? Wait. Boop.
I mean, I can say this: you have the same reaction you initially had, which is like, that's odd.
Yeah.
Like that's weird. But like, yeah, but you don't have any of the context of that whole
Well,
conversation.
I have a business to run. So
Actually, Kluft, could you just roll a d6 for me, please?
Oh no.
Your building just burnt down.
Actually, I need you to roll 3d6s. I just need to know the number for each one. So a 1, a 2,
a 5,
cool,
a 3,
cool.
and a 6.
3 of your main lieutenants have decided to try and overtake your throne.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's
so
fine.
as you're,
I'll be a
as you're, like,
servant.
so as you're in that like, kind of like you get out of the alleyway and you're both like all kind of discussing it. And you're just like, maybe spending a little bit of time waiting for Drakel, just kind of like on the off chance that he comes back in a bit. Nothing really goes on for a while. So let's say, how long would you all wait there before you start going about whatever the rest you had planned?
Well, I have an appointment at the church, so
Still a couple hours off from that.
a couple of hours then.
A couple hours, just wait. Okay, so that would be you. So what's the rest? Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna,
can't do anything really. I don't really have any
Yeah.
plans, so I'm just gonna go. I suppose I'll just go look for him after like half an hour if nothing comes up, because
So half hour.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pop on.
Sorry, I thought it was just everyone was waving.
I can't go anywhere. I've got
Smell
to-
wave. Smell wave.
It's on the way. So how long does Newton and Dagmar?
I guess
Waiting for Drakel.
I don't think I'd wait half an hour because I'd be like, no return yet, something's up, the kind of thing after like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, it might have just been a long line at the bank.
Yes, but if it was an actual bank...
We are never that lucky.
Well, if it was a bank, like, Drakel I don't think will have... Look, if everything was kosher, Drakel would have come back sooner.
Or rob the bank.
That's fair.
Drakel had a suspicion, and by everything... Not, you know, if it was okay, you would have a Drakel coming back like, it's fine, it was an actual thing, by now. Well, this is what Newton's saying at the 10-minute mark, probably, to the other party, to try and convince them. It's just like, the fact that he hasn't leads me to believe there is something bigger here.
All right, sure.
Or maybe he's a peeping Tom and followed her back to her house. He struck me like a peeping Tom. I'm
Of all the
going to be
things
honest.
I think Drakel would do, I don't think he would need to peep.
You're the quiet loner type in the corner, you know what I mean?
I think that
100% have a
encompasses
Tom.
Yeah, I think that encompasses like all of us in school except for Midge because he was a theater kid.
Oh, it's an old boys' school. I was the only theatre kid.
Being alone.
I do forget that actually on occasion.
I don't know.
I too went to an all boys school.
So did I.
Hey.
Wow, am I the only person here who went to a?
I went to a mixed school.
I went to an all boys school that had an all girls school 200 yards from our grounds.
Same!
No way.
Same!
It's like, you bastard!
All three
It's
of
like
us.
you're torturing us all the way for 5 fucking years, you assholes!
I went to the Wilmington Grammar
Wow,
School. for
this is
boys,
explaining a
and
lot.
there's the Wilmington
Hilariously, there was a
It is.
graveyard between it. That was like that's the...
We didn't even have a parade yard. We just had like grass.
No, not
land.
parade yard, graveyard.
I went to.
I mean, okay.
Like I went to a public school in the U.S. Yeah, that was that.
Anyway, we should. Did anyone see which way the Drakel turned out of the alleyway?
I was at the back of the alleyway, but I didn't see. I assume I wasn't paying attention to him.
No, 'cause it's
what
just
about
twists and turns, so
what?
you wouldn't be able to see
What
it.
about the bounty hunters?
They went that way.
Well, following them's as good as any. Let's get them annoyed at us.
I suppose.
Okay. Like a.
I'll see you all when you get back.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I've got business to attend to.
Okay, so that's 4 different groups now.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It's not as bad as Trakoga.
Yeah, that was.
Do I need to implement a system in Lancer where you have some form of like collar as a character that ties you by a.
No, it's like
Well, you'll have radios in Lancer, which will help.
Just to the Transporter 3, like if we get too far away from our mechs, we blow up.
That would work.
Or
Yeah.
what's the Hideo Kojima thing? It's like, I'll pretend to be a fetus that's strapped to your stomach. The 10 senses where the bad things are happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird. It's a weird one.
That was
Weird
weird.
game. Weird game.
That was a weird one. Yeah. Okay. So.
It was weird. It must be Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Okay.
Or who was the guy who made Silent Hill?
I don't think that was a singular individual who made those.
The director. The director of Silent Hill.
I don't think. Yeah, I also don't think it's the same level. So yeah. Cool. Just make an awareness check for those who are trying to like track the bounty hunters. Whoever wants to take the lead on that.
I know how we can get.
I got a 24 and I needed a 45.
We should dress me up like a wizard, and then we can capture. We can capture her.
That's actually a brilliant idea.
I can do you one better. I've got an 11 and I wanted a 48.
11's a crit
critical
success.
critical.
Yeah.
Critical success. Yeah.
Nice,
Cool.
Dagmar.
Great.
I rolled a 50 versus a 45. So
Not bad for the doctor.
the doctor's a
actually
perceptive man for a man with one eye.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, everyone who's Welsh. You're out of the World Cup.
Surgeon.
Hey, we won.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, 3-0.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Wales.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So, yeah. So you you make a couple of guesses based on a couple of questions here and there, like where you see usually like a couple of dirty folk here and there where they go to a few individuals on the street, and they kind of give you a general direction as you start heading off in a direction that you think is correct, kind of keeping an eye out for your lizard folk friend or the two individuals you were assigned to slow up. Okay, cool. Yeah. Kluft. So you leave the party and start heading on your way to your place of business. Actually, not too far away. And when you get there, you see the building. A lot of things that are yellow have been kind of moved around, kind of stacked in a pile off to the side of the courtyard, kind of thing, stuck there. But you don't see anybody on the outside.
That's cool. I'll walk towards it whistling.
Okay. Cool.
Toss a dirty onion up and down in my hand as I kind of happily walk towards my piece of land that I have squatted upon.
Right.
Did you say you have a dirty onion in your hand?
Yes.
Right, okay. Of course.
Half eaten. Not by me. Okay.
You wrestled a pretty big dog for that one.
Yeah. No, it's mine. Just a prelude to my greatness. Kluft on top again. All right. Let's go. Yeah. So I go to the gambling den. I guess I go to enter the house because remember we got rid of the locks.
Yeah. So you enter the house and you don't see anybody in there, and you can go to the back and you go through the door and you see in your out back you see three of your guards in the yard, and they're kind of like cleaning things right now. They're moving some stuff around, like kind of like there's like a couple like a wooden stage has been kind of like knocked over and they're trying to get it up back on top, that kind of thing.
Hey fellas. How's it going?
Well,
I take a bite of my onion.
We had it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Great.
For a while there, it was really good. It was going well.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, we
I assume we just continued on at that trajectory.
Yeah, the house was winning every one of the races. So we were going well.
Well, you know what they say.
House always wins.
What's that mean?
I don't know. I heard a couple of people say it when they were pairing up.
How would a house win? Sure. Okay.
But then we stopped winning, and other people started winning.
Oh. Well,
that went okay for like a little bit, and then it stopped being okay. Except we didn't have a lot to begin with, and then we kind of made a lot when they were losing, and then they started winning, and then we didn't have anything.
Okay.
And then tempers got high a little bit when tempers got a little high, and so Sharptooth, protecting your property, kind of fell back on his training, and then there was a bit of a then
Smart.
somebody pulled a knife and we reacted, within exactly how we were trained to, and then they didn't have the knife anymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds like you definitely handled this scenario.
Yeah,
Well
if you
done.
want the knife, it's right over there. And you see, you look over and you see a.
I'm not a.
fist.
I
You see a fist grasping a knife, but it is clean cut from the mid, the mid arm. And so that's there. So I guess we did come out with a little bit extra. And then people started panicking.
Yes.
A lot of panic. Started yelling about the monsters and talking, yelling for the guards. And so we dealt with that.
How was that? How?
What was the middle D6 you rolled? Was that 3?
That was 3.
That was a 3. Okay, yeah. I think we handled it well. I don't think they aren't gonna talk to the guards, at least.
Well, that feels like an objective was met, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Done.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna have as many people show up anymore, I don't think, but.
As this happened, I'm walking over towards the hand. I'm kind of peering down at the hand while chewing on my onion.
Yeah, you just see, it's just like a guy's hand just grasping onto like a little like stiletto.
Yeah.
Just there. And
We have no weapons, right? We don't allow weapons. We have a no weapons
was
policy.
that a rule?
I mean, it feels like that might have been a rule.
That would
I
have
mean,
made
you might
things
not have
a
told
lot.
anyone, but
That would have made things a lot easier,
feels like a common sense rule. I think people should have assumed.
right?
To be honest.
So,
In
after all,
hindsight, I think we were in the right.
After all that happened,
Uh-huh.
Sharptooth took a contingent to deal with everything that was left over, and try and to find you.
Oh, good.
To report on a successful defense of your property.
Oh, so it's mine again. Okay, good. Right.
I guess that was really, I don't know. They kind of immediately, he said he was Sharptooth, but everybody says you're not Sharptooth.
There was another Sharptooth.
There's a lot of people coming in and saying like, here's the protection money. And then when Sharptooth tried to take it, just go, wait, you're not Sharptooth. I'm not giving you the money, but they already promised it to Sharptooth, so that became a problem. So
That is a bit of a problem. Promises must be kept.
yeah. So then we got the money. We got the money from them, and that
Good.
That helped with the
earlier
initially. And
Yeah.
Then we lost it all.
Well,
Yeah.
sounds like there's been a little bit of a mix-up. But that's okay. I think.
So
we
I'm just gonna remember like yesterday's episode, last week's episode where I said we needed to deal with this, people, because this would become a problem.
Highest intelligence.
Nobody can be blamed. I feel like we're all novices at this kind of work, so there's some growing pains to be expected.
I just want to point out you left in charge of this operation the person with the highest intelligence had a 16. So
Not to worry though. I think we could grow. We could learn from this. Who does that belong to? I gesture to the hand.
we don't have to worry about. I don't think we have to worry about it anymore.
Is this a pig scenario?
They're eating really well for the next few days.
Wait, how many? So.
Well, when everybody panicked, a lot of people. That's why I was saying it was a good idea in hindsight to take weapons away, because a lot of people had knives. A lot of people. This is all your rolls. I should roll this. But then,
Was anybody hurt?
we're all fine.
Oh.
That was the 6. That was what the 6 was for. We're all fine. Are you talking in general? Is everyone okay? Like in general?
I feel like we got lucky. I feel like
They were pretty easy to deal with. Luck didn't have any part in it. I mean, they weren't expecting, because we had a couple of people like on the exits and they had spears and we're all wearing armor.
The only other person I know who ran a similar business,
right,
or any business at all, was a man called Big Tail, and he was very smart. And I'm trying to think, what would Big Tail do in such a scenario?
See, that's what we thought, because all we know is Blackthorn. So we thought, what would Blackthorn do? And we followed that.
I think what we're missing here is that,
morals.
Firstly, I feel like there was a mistake made on my part, and for that I apologize.
I failed you.
I think we should have not allowed weapons. I think that's where this all went off the tracks. I feel like that's where this went wrong. So, next time, no weapons.
I don't think they're going to be willing to come here again without weapons.
Let us all. No, we can get people in. We're gonna get a lot of sausage in a buns, okay? And that everything will be forgotten about.
Well, hey,
everything will be forgotten.
Will be really fat when it comes to butchering them, so they'll be very big because of all.
Well, fetch some pigs. Let's make some sausage in our buns. Tonight's gonna be the biggest night.
Yeah. I don't know where.
We're feeding people.
You've killed yourselves now.
We're feeding people pig.
This has gotta be illegal. There's gotta be laws against it.
It was illegal 2 weeks ago. Now it's just fucked.
I have to ask everybody in this call right now, why do I have to go to work tomorrow when all I want to do right now is have some adult apple juice?
Feeding people pigs.
I think we can win people back. I think
Say
we
that
can
5 times fast.
Feeding people pigs. Feeding people pigs.
I think our fundamentals were great.
Yeah, you said we were winning money at first, so maybe next time we'll just keep doing that. It's easy.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody else does it.
Yeah, we could try that. I mean, we were already trying it, but I guess we could try harder.
That's what I think the problem was. That's what I think the problem was. Yeah.
So Sharptooth didn't really know a lot of gambling games, so we just we had 3 cups and a ball, and we were trying that, and then I think you left them with no supervision. They worked it out.
This is incredible. This is actually incredible. Just this room. They go into this gambling den, this casino, and there's just this rat in the middle of the room. Watch it, cats. Watch it, cats. Watch them all.
Stop it, you're gonna make my sides hurt.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. We're not cannibals. We're just we're eating the pigs that have feeded head on people. I think
It's
what we're missing here is that I think that this was good in a way, because now no one knows not to mess around and break the rules next time.
What we're experiencing here is a lack of communication.
Yeah.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me.
You okay there, Roach? You need a minute?
I think everyone might be dead.
Well,
So I don't know. Just give it up.
it sounds like they locked the doors and butchered through an entire casino's worth of people. The entire local area.
They're tired for very different reasons, I think.
Right.
At this point, Kluft experiences a mental communication from Drakel saying, Thank you. I can now take over.
Oh God, fuck.
Right.
Okay, I
First
can
things
breathe
first.
again.
Somebody get
No,
to work
hold
on
on.
a sign
That
saying
hurts.
grand reopening. Okay.
Yeah, no, they know not to fucking deal with us anymore. That's good.
Yeah.
They know not to fuck with us.
Next time, they're not gonna guess right about the ball in a cup.
Do you want us to make sure they don't? We can do that.
No, I think I think they'll just know next time. It'll be fine. I think okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a grand reopening. And this time I'll be here to make sure that everything's tip top. I'm pretty sensible when it comes to these things.
Okay. Great. Hold on. Can you roll a d6? Can you roll a d6 for me?
Oh, I got a 6.
That wasn't good.
That was great.
Yeah, no, we'll be fine. I think we're good. I think, honestly, teething problems.
These things are bound to happen.
Right.
When you're trying to set
Also,
up it. Yeah.
Sharptooth wasn't sure. Do you collect teeth?
I don't have a teeth collection, no.
Do you want them?
How many?
There's a pile.
Huh. Out of interest, have more people come around with that money?
No. Kind of people stopped. Once the confrontation started, and it was dealt with, people kind of avoided this place.
Hmm.
Especially the few that got away.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't think they didn't make it far though. I don't think they did.
Okay. Well, I think what Big Tail here would do is he would brush himself off and move on and look forward to the next day. I think what's done is done. There's no point, losing sleep over it. From what I understand, a hand was missing. You've taken some teeth. I feel like, things could have been worse.
Even trade.
Yeah. They got the money.
It could have been a lot worse. We could have lost a lot more money.
Exactly. So this was my fault. I apologize to you. But this time we're gonna do a grand reopening.
No, and then they all get like,
Yeah.
no, you're good.
Right. First things first. We're gonna get a bunch of sausage in a buns. So those pigs, they're just.
Fucking man. God damn it.
Very nice. Those pigs, can you bring a couple here?
I mean, we can work on that, yeah.
Does anybody here know how to cook sausage in a bun?
I was gonna stay quiet and there's.
Okay,
I
there was a fella in the city square earlier that I saw. He had some sausage in a buns. Can you bring him here?
We can do that.
Yeah, and then he can cook the sausage in a buns.
Great, we'll go get.
Yeah,
we'll
just
get
let him know what we're up to, and I'm sure he'll come. He'll yeah.
All right. Does he need to be here, boss?
Well, yeah. How are we gonna make the sausage in a buns without him?
Great.
Yeah,
They leave.
I think that went well.
They're going to forcefully bring him.
I'm gonna get to work on a grand reopening sign. So let's put together some
Awareness check for me,
wood.
please.
Sure. 44. Is
Awesome.
that a crit?
Yeah, if you
Success.
succeed, then it is a crit.
I have an awareness at 40. Well, actually, I've got a dot in it. It's 47 perception.
Cool, you got a critical success.
Yeah.
So you hear as you kind of like brush off some things, kind of sort of move some things around, and kind of like look at the square,
Yeah.
and kind of like, how do we make this better?
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Kind of avoiding the. Definitely see a couple of blood like splatters and stuff on like one of the walls.
Not gonna worry. Not gonna think about that. Not gonna think about that for now.
Let's go and like,
Yeah.
I don't need to worry about that. You do hear like you hear like a thud and a crash of glass from the front of your home, your house.
Oh. And I want to head towards there.
Okay,
Like,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, no, you kind of like walk over and kind of like open the door and go in, and you hear like a little kind of like a, and you see like some lights flickering across like the walls.
Oh my god, this house is haunted! Is that what it looks like? Does it look like lights are emanating from the walls?
It looks like a campfire is going on in your living room.
Oh, okay.
And you see like go in and you see like fire on the floor. It's slowly growing, and you see glass that looks like it was part of a bottle kind of nearby it. And the front window has been broken in more so than it previously was.
Oh, okay. So someone has set fire here. A fire has been started.
Cliff's just like thinking about it. It's just a thing. It's just like,
How to deal with this? I have. No, you.
Kluft picks up the bottle and throws it back.
Sweeps up the
Is
glass.
it so? Is it
Oh,
like
wait,
so?
it's
Is it an
smashed.
actual fire, or is it is it a fire?
Somebody has tossed a Molotov cocktail through your window, and it is now actively catching whatever pile that it hit on fire, and it is spreading. Like your house is on fire.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah, as you're looking.
Where's a well?
There's one in the back.
Yeah, I guess I will rush to the back to the well.
Okay, cool.
And try and pull up with water.
Okay, cool.
I've hung around fires in alleyways. I know how fire works.
Awesome.
How else do you warm your hands, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. So cool. While that's going on, what's Ashen doing?
Is it time to head to the church yet?
No, you've been about 45 minutes after the group left. You're kind of just still like sitting where you were at previously. It's still maybe like 2 hours from the meeting time for dusk, which is when you were told to go.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go find a bank to change the gold I have into silver, so I can split the earnings between everybody and keep some for the party fund.
Okay, cool. Doesn't take you long if you ask around. You're pointed towards a small exchange. And they'll do it. They'll take, how much are you wanting to transfer?
So there is 3 gold in the party fund that we need to split up, and then there's a gold I'm keeping for Kluft that I want to transfer into half silver, half brass.
Okay, so 4 gold pieces you want to break down into constituent pieces. They'll take for payment, they'll take 3 silver out of the final. So each gold piece turns into 20 silver. So you'll get 20, 20, 20. You'll get 70 silver total plus 120 brass pennies. And out of that, they will take their payment.
So 66 silver in the end.
Yes.
Beautiful. Weigh down with that, because that's going to be heavy as fuck.
Yeah, they'll give you a confused look when you ask for it, but they do it anyway.
There was a park across the road from the temple, wasn't there? Across the square from the temple.
Yeah.
They'll go to the park, find a nice tree, and commune with nature for a bit. Just before going in to talk to the priest, because they want that connection with Aja before they go and talk to the priest. See if they can get any answers for themselves.
All right. Awesome. So you go ahead and do that. Somebody from the party looking for Drakel. Give me a D10 roll. Just roll a D10 for me.
3.
I also rolled a 3.
Wow.
All right, so 3 is your number.
Universe.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Drakel. So yeah, you tell the 2 bounty hunters where they are and everything as you're still sitting at the table. And what do you do after that?
Well, they went out to the courtyard.
Yep. So you're just at a table alone now.
Okay, I'm going upstairs.
Okay. So you head upstairs. And what are you doing? Where are you going? Just to their room? Cool. Give me an awareness check.
I needed 40 something. I got 20.
Cool. So you hear like an argument, some raised voices, and you hear a voice in there that you don't recognize.
Okay, I walk up to the door, stand to the side of the door so I'm not standing right in front of it. Knock on it and say, housekeeping.
Okay. Well, that's going on. This will all make sense in a minute.
Can I get my hand on my weapon as well, please?
Okay, yeah, you just like get your hand on your sword. Knock. Yeah, got it. So yeah, you do that while that's going on. The other group, you're walking around aimlessly in the town, trying to figure out where Drakel went. It's been about 20 minutes as you've been kind of like asking on leads and that kind of thing. When kind of out of nowhere, you see like a troop of 6 familiar rat folk, like in an alleyway, just going like waving you over.
I want nothing to do with that.
You two keep looking.
No, I think we just leave them.
No, it will come back to bite us if we do.
I'm pretty sure it's already come back to bite us, Newton.
Yes, I know. I will. Look, either Kluft is in danger, and I will check on them for goodwill, or Kluft's caused even more issues than we were prepared for, and it still needs dealing with. Either way, you two should keep your hands clean of it. I will go deal with it.
I mean, at this point...
Keep looking for Drakel. Something in my gut says they're in danger.
Do you go over to them?
I do.
And you see Sharptooth. We know where your friend is. I sent one of my men to keep an eye on him, but we know where he was. And we were originally trying to find our boss. Well, I guess you're all our bosses, but now our bosses of the side venture. But we found you.
Kluft went back to the house.
I haven't been there. I haven't been there since everything kind of went down. But we found the scalied one, and I made sure one of my men followed him, and when he got to the place he was going, came back to report it to me. And then I tried find it, because I mean technically we're still supposed to protect you. Yeah, now we found you, so I know where he is. I can point you that way.
You have awfully good hearing. I wave Jeska and Drakel, if they're still there.
You look very aimless as we followed you. Dagmar.
Sorry, yeah, sorry, D names. Dagmar.
I turn back around and I walk up to Newton.
I know where Drakel is. Somehow.
I tap Dagmar on the shoulder because I don't know if he can see or not because we're probably looking in different directions.
You mentioned there was another problem. Don't mention it in front of Jeska. She'll flip out.
No, there's no problem. There's no problem.
You said there was an incident. Okay.
No, I said never after everything went down, but we fixed it.
Yeah, I read through subtext.
Hi,
When I
Nathan.
left, everything was
Hi,
going well.
guys. How are you?
Hi.
It's like the worms in Men in Black. That's what I'm getting. Hey, Kay!
You want some coffee? Ain't none of that decaf shit, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Give
Wagga
Kay all the
wagga.
credit in the world.
Okay, let's. They know where Drakel is.
Oh.
Yep.
Would you mind telling us where he is, please?
Yeah, rundown boarding house called Rutgers Boarding House in the slums. I had one of my men tail him for a while, and then came back and reported to me from the mutual location. We are soldiers.
One
So
thing.
we are
One
trained
thing.
for this.
Good work.
Yes, one thing. I'm gonna pull out one of the wanted posters. Have you seen this person at all?
Looks at it for a bit. Just goes, I hate saying it, but like, they all look the same to me.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't get if you don't have the fur. I don't understand how you can tell the difference. Or the ears doesn't really work for me.
Right, let's go.
Should we come with?
Sure, but stay out of sight.
Got it. And you see them all like go back into the alleyway, and you hear like a sewer grate being opened, and like a plonk.
And then they're gone.
Then the grate closes.
Explains the musk. Anyway,
Well, I'll give them all the credit in the world. They've kept out of the way and actually done their job.
They've actually, in terms of tracking all of you, they've rolled nothing but things under 10 today.
Oh, nice.
It's ridiculous.
right, let's get to the boarding house.
Particular set of skills.
Very particular.
They will find you.
We'll move past
they
this
will
Deus Ex
probably get you
Machina. Let's go.
You say that, but the universe wants them to stay with you, apparently. That's the problem.
Universe is giving me shit for all the shit I gave it. No, do you know what this is? The rats are here to offset the balance of my decent rolls in a D100 game. That's what it is.
That's fair, actually. To be honest, yeah, that's fair.
Well, they're penalizing Kluft, but they're in a roundabout way rewarding and penalizing Newton at the same time.
Are they?
So yeah,
I think they've been nothing but helpful.
yeah.
I mean, obviously they presumably slaughtered dozens and dozens of people, which when one thinks about that, it's pretty bad. But you just don't think about it and just don't process it, and then it's good.
Yeah.
They are creating soylent sausages.
Yeah.
Hey, they're helping the local
Economy.
pig farmers.
The local economy is what they're helping.
Yeah, local pig farmers are playing a lot less in food.
Lot more jobs freed up as well.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the poor thing. It just won't eat any of the oats I buy it.
It's got a taste for ratkin flesh.
Yeah.
Its stomach's really bloated as well. It's like it's been eating extra. But I haven't been feeding it.
Keeps looking up at you and licking its lips.
Kluft makes a lot of assumptions that any of these people had jobs.
Well, then even better.
Ones.
Bunch of layabouts, mate. Sorted. Tabloid press will be loving this one.
You remind me of the joke from the Russian Badger meme of if you eradicate a planet, everything drops to zero, not just unemployment.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you start heading the way towards the
boarding house.
the boarding house, which you're not too far away from because it's on the edge of the slum area. Drakel, you knock on the door, housekeeping, and everything kind of stops, and you hear a voice. Who's that? I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. Just and then nothing.
Are they hiding in the room? Was the mage slayer hiding in the fucking room?
Maybe.
Knock, knock, knock. Housekeeping.
Hear a voice. Say something. We're good.
I'm afraid I have to come in and check the room.
You hear like a noise, like a mechanical noise, and it goes, we're all naked. No, we can't do that.
Well, I can wait for you to put clothes on, but I have to come in.
It's very complex. We have very complex clothing. It'll take a long time. It takes one of us is a knight. It's a lot of plate mail needs to be put on. You hear a voice like underneath. It's going, lean on too thick. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Someone else is just like, okay, so you're into really kinky shit. I get it.
So, do I recognize either of the voices?
The one saying stuff aloud is Alexander, and then the one under their breath, you have no idea.
Okay. Okay, I understand you're into some kinky shit, but I still need you to just like throw on a towel so I can come in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We did establish the like heraldry of this town is really close to the to a certain pride flag. So
I have to check the room.
I can't do that. Okay. Talk to the manager. I don't know what you want. I don't know. I think we're at the end of the rope with this one. Just hear it like, and then nothing.
Okay. Right, I'll be back with the manager. We're coming into the room. Walk across to the other side of the...
And kicks the door down.
Puts the nail down.
Kicks the door down. Cool.
Takes a step back and just kicks the door down.
Awesome.
Well, fuck it. Bang.
Yeah. So as you kick the door down, second here. What you see?
Oh, you don't want me to roll for brawn?
If you want to, I was just gonna. It's like a shitty door, but what is your brawn score? Then what's your brawn
52,
bonus?
and I got a 27. So.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Does it come off the hinges and land on one of them? Just knocks Alexander out because he was going to the door.
Yeah. Or the door goes through him, and there's just an Alexander-shaped outline in the door.
Like it's an Acme sketch.
Yeah.
So what you see when you kick the door in, you see Cordelia is like against the wall, with a woman in the center of the room. It's got her hand around her neck, and you see Alexander is now on the ground as he's like bleeding from the back of his skull, and you see she's got like I don't know. Yeah, no, you would have seen these before. She's got a pistol, and it looks like she just like smacked his temple with the side of the pistol, and she's now pointing the pistol at Cordelia.
How far away am I from Cordelia?
I'd say probably about 8 or 9 feet.
So I can quickly get to her.
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah, you could. It would. We'd have to start rolling on things if you want to try that. But yeah.
Hmm.
It's a flintlock. Kick it up. It won't be able to reload quick.
Throw a shoe at her.
Kluft would say I'd throw a cloth at her.
Alas, your handy ammunition isn't there. Yeah.
My ammunition's not here. Typical.
Shoe would be heavier.
Probably, actually. Well, no, because Kluft is carrying a shit ton of stuff, so probably not.
And yeah, as, the woman in the center just like looks at you, has the gun pointed to Grenade and goes, "What do you want?"
Well, them actually.
You're too late.
Well, no, he's still alive because you've only just knocked him out. And as I'm talking, I'm kind of walking into the room. And you kind of made a mistake with this whole thing. I mean, just shut the fuck up. Now, the simple fact is, you would... Okay.
This is... No.
I'm within 4 feet.
Say probably not. If you want to do it without her noticing, you'd have to roll.
Okay.
You'd have to roll a. I'd say stealth. I guess kind of works for that. Like, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Isn't it a social? It's more of a social thing.
Social thing.
If you're trying to get close to her without like her noticing.
There's no way to stealth that. Like you're in front of her.
I'm not stealthing. I'm not trying to hide anything from her. I'm just
bamboozling.
Talking.
Yeah.
Bamboozling.
Which
isn't it more like a guile?
Today alone, I can do that quite happily.
A guile would work. Yeah, I'd say a guile would work then. Yeah, he's trying to.
43 got 29.
Okay. Curse. Yeah. Where is her stat line? There it is. She's got a perception. What was your? How many degrees of success? How many 10? Did you beat it by 1? So that's 1. Let's see. Hide. So as you like start getting closer, she starts like edging backwards on the away, like pulling Claudia with the gun still pointed at her, and then like it kind of goes like her to you and then back to her, and she's not exactly sure. She goes, no, you just leave. If you're trying to kill this heathen, it'll be dealt with. If you're looking for money, steal from her shop. I don't care. Just go.
No, I don't want money and I don't want to die. I mean, the second one's not exactly out of the realm's possibility, but you know.
Really?
But I don't think you understand. I'm still walking forward. She's eventually going to hit the wall on the other end of the room.
Yeah, no, she will eventually. She's looking, but she's still got. Yeah. What's your point? Keep going.
I don't think you understand. Let's say, right? You actually want to kill both of them, correct?
Why would I be here if I wasn't?
Okay, fair enough. Brilliant. How exactly are you going to kill him when you shoot her?
It's called a sword.
Really? Okay. So you're going to shoot her, draw your sword, and stab him.
Just gonna see how much she's willing to go through here. Oh yeah. Screw this. She points it at you. I need you to make a dodge check. So a dodge is a combat skill.
On the second page, babe.
It's your coordination. So you're rolling a coordination check.
It's agility. It's your top skill.
It's agility.
It's agility, but if you have a coordination like tick, then that affects it.
Rerolling.
Oh, using the reroll. Cool.
$13.
Cool. Awesome. So she points it at you, shoots, and you kind of like sidestep out of the way, and she makes and she just bolts for the window. Like you see her
where's the window in comparison where I am?
Behind her. So she just like shoots at you and then starts going towards the window. So you've got one round where you could, where you'll have
the window and.
Oh yeah, I'm going straight out the window, grabbing her.
Tackle,
grab
flying
her. So
tackle.
you're trying to okay, you're trying to grab her.
My brawn is 52, so I get to her and use her as a human shield against the ground. I should be fine.
Well, if you're wanting to do that, a grapple, you'll need to roll a. Pretty sure that's going to be.
There was
athletics.
it was the special maneuver thing in Zweihander called again, because I think this applies, doesn't it, in the combat maneuvers?
Oh, yeah,
I will check on my combat.
What's the dangerous deeds or whatever they are?
Special actions. No. Perilous stunts.
Perilous stunt. That's the one I was gonna say. Something stunt actually.
Cool.
We're just gonna be walking down the street and see Drakel fly out.
To be like a, yeah. To do that, you would need to make a coordination test, and they resist with a coordination test, and if they fail, they're either pushed 3 yards away from you or knocked prone on the spot. They're midway through the window, so if you go for that, then sure. Go ahead and make a coordination check. They'll make a coordination check, and we'll see what it goes. They've got...
You may use any reroll you see fit, rival. You make this happen, buddy.
I needed it's agility plus I've got a tick in that, so that's 55. I rolled a 54.
You have a tick in coordination? Okay, cool. Okay, so you grab her and go through the window. She cannot stop herself. You hit the slanted roof and start rolling down the roof and then onto the ground. Both of you kind of wrestling with each other, and you.
Bounty hunters are outside in the courtyard.
Bounty hunters are outside in the courtyard. So that's happening. Just hold on a second, because she has some things that happen when she is. Things like this happen. I just need to roll what the outcome of that will be.
You got a smoke bomb?
No,
she just blows her up.
A lot more absurd than that.
Oh no, not
Automatic
Nest
shit.
Cool. So she gets on the ground, and she starts yelling aloud, yelling aloud, "Witches! They're witches!" And you need to make a check against the crowd.
What am I checking against?
And so I'm checking.
She rumor? Is this a rumor she's doing?
Yes, she is.
Oh, I have a special skill in rumor.
Cool.
You have worldly.
No, literally in fellowship I've got rumor with a tick.
Oh nice. Oh
Cool.
nice.
So you got an extra tick in that. Cool. Yeah, so you're basically, you need to roll. She's gonna roll her rumor check, and then you have to roll against that a charm against the crowd.
No problems.
Cool. So let me check what her rumor check is. She's got a very good one. So you want you want a good roll. You want a bad roll.
We're just taking her back to the asylum.
Okay. So roll against the crowd. Tell me what you get.
Needed a 43, got a 40.
Got a 40. Okay, cool. So she has a rumor check of 51. She rolled a 22.
Ooh.
So the crowd gets a bonus, and you did not beat it with your degree of success. So what starts happening is you start seeing like all the the river guard or like the river workers and stuff like that inside. They start like looking out there and just like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And they start getting up, going towards you. You start hearing a ruckus getting together. She's gonna try and break your hold on her. So she's gonna roll coordination against your coordination, and she's gonna try to break it.
Can I shout for the bounty hunters who are in the courtyard with me?
Sure, you can do so. That'll be, yeah, you can do so if you would like. It'll be on your turn. We're going through kind of like a turn order at this point. It's not a full turn order, but it's...
So when does her turn end? You know, this century, you know?
She used two of her actions to rile the crowd, and she's using one action to try and break your hold, and then she's done with her AP. That's her thing. So roll your coordination check against hers. She rolled a 31, so she got 1 degree of success.
I needed 55.
Okay, so actually, she beat you because she got 1 degree of success. You got no degrees of success, but it's not a full thing. I don't think there's really any rules for breaking of it. So she just pushes you off, and she's like kind of scrambling away at that point. So that happens. Let me see here. Just Newton, just roll a d6 for me, please.
Can I take my portent roll
Yeah,
of a 4?
sure. Yeah, you can roll a 4. Cool.
Good.
Awesome. So that'll have something. That'll do something.
Might as well use it.
Yeah,
Could have been good, could have been bad.
yeah, could have been good or bad. Yeah. So Drakel, yeah. Now it's so you've been pushed off of her. She's scrambling away and trying to get up. What are you doing? Because now you're like you're still on the ground, kind of, as you're getting up.
Scrambling after her and shouting for the bounty hunters who are in the courtyard. I know they are. That's where they were.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's her face. You know, the one on the
Owlman.
Cool. Yeah, you look around and you see both of them kind of in the corner, and they're like surprised for a second, and you see like they start going towards you, drawing swords. As they start moving over towards you, they use their full movement to get within as close as they could, but they're still a little far out because they're suffering from 3 degrees of fatigue at this point. They have not slept in multiple days, so that was which was something you might have learned if you fought them at all, which was an option, but doesn't matter. Yeah, so they're moving, but they're kind of slow. They're a little trippy on there. Is there anything else you'd like? I'd say that's 1 AP to do that, and 1 AP to try and to move towards her. So what do you want to do? You want to try?
How far away from me is she?
It's within engagement range. So
Grapple.
Try doing it again. Cool. That'll be just another coordination for coordination as you're trying to like incapacitate her.
11.
Cool. How many degrees of success is that?
55 to 11. 3? 4.
And it's a crit success.
4 and a crit success.
Yep. She did not get. She succeeded, but didn't get a degree of success, and it wasn't a crit. So you succeeded. You've got her back on the ground again. Cool. Now it is the crowd's turn. And we're gonna see what their demeanor towards you and everybody else is in the courtyard.
Oh, I'm dead. Everything's been going very well so far.
Cool. So
you're about to get surfed in Blood Bowl.
So what you see is like they're all coming out into the courtyard, and they see a fight going on. And so she got their attention. They see a fight, and you see like in their inebriated brains. This looks fun.
2 silver on the lizard. 2 silver on the lizard.
It's a schoolyard thing.
It's more of an excuse. It's more of these guys, they want a good time this weekend. Now this is an excuse, according to that role. And you see like one of them immediately like go over the counter and like punch the owner, and they just start beating each other. And there's just a fight going on now in the courtyard. And it's starting to it's spilling out into the courtyard. And getting closer to you as people are just starting like punching each other, and you've got like, you know, people being thrown and everything like that. And there's a couple of people going towards the bounty hunters now, because they're not engaged with anyone. So now this is fun, and they start going towards them. That ain't gonna go well for the bounty hunters. So that starts happening, and the group, you show up with the rat, with the rat folk. Actually, no.
Right. So what? So we see Drakel grappling a person that looks suspiciously like Emma. Is it Emma Bauman? Is it Emma Bauman? Hannah Bauman. Hannah Bauman. The 2 bounty hunters being attacked by some sailors. A bartender being pummeled to death, and a broken window above us. Right.
Yeah, there's glass on the ground too, and you see you see Cordelia like looking. It's only been like 30 seconds. So she's still looking out over onto the courtyard, surprised.
I'm just gonna full Javert moment this. Just, I guess club. I'm gonna try and if she's grappled there, I'm gonna move to engagement and just knock her out if I can with the club.
Sure, you can try it.
Try to knock out, because
Please do it. Please. My luck will not hold.
Strike.
Yes, it's well, there's a stunning strike, but there's also a knockout thing, isn't there? Because I've knocked someone out before.
Yes, there is a knockout.
There is a knockout. Yes, you can try that.
Knockout.
It is a. I'm double checking here. Which one is it?
I'm using my club, simple melee.
Yeah.
Which. Now for me.
When a foe is defenseless or surprised, I think they might be surprised by Newton. Make an athletics
Surprised
test.
Surprised the status is she's not surprised.
She's not surprised, but she is like restrained.
So what was the 2 options? The 2 options were surprised or
defenseless or surprised.
She's defenseless because I'm got her grappled.
It's true.
So I just rolled an
Athletics
8.
test.
Cool. Misfortune token being spent.
Okay.
Reroll that.
Oh, you're forcing me to reroll. Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
We could have spent a fortune point to have Roach reroll something if we wanted.
So
to.
what am I? This is my martial melee, right? A simple melee. With
Yeah, this is
simple
this is
melee.
an attack.
Wait.
Simple melee. Depending on
So because I have 2 ticks in this, I needed a 63%, and I rolled a 60.
Cool. She is wearing armor.
Okay. Right.
She is actually wearing armor.
Okay. So I've got to roll the damage now, right? Yes. If this is a damaging attack. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you have to do at least a certain amount of damage to do knockout, anyways. I'm pretty sure. It's
all D6, right? D6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You roll a 6, it explodes.
That's a 6.
Cool. Just another one.
4. So 10 plus 5, 15.
Cool. Let's bring armor.
And I'm gonna, with that same action, I'm just gonna be, yeah. I'm gonna be like, Hannah Bauman, you're under arrest, in a shout, so they kind of, you know.
So you do not injure her.
Okay.
Her armor does bump up her damage threshold.
Cool.
So you smack her. Check.
Reb, what's the page number for the special ability things?
No clue. It's on my combat cheat sheet, but I can find it.
It's alright. I'll look.
So yeah, that is done to her.
And then I'm gonna save one action point if I've still got one anyway to defend, just in case she tries to shoot me.
Good option. Good choice. Yeah, you do that. Anybody else want to do anything?
Well, we're at time, so
cool. We'll start this with an actual combat next week.
Okay.
Next time on whatever this is.
Next week we'll roll an actual initiative and start an actual combat for the first time in months.
Cool.
Uh-oh. Something went wrong.
In a garden.
Yeah.
Yep. And Kluft is dealing with a house fire.
The most dangerous foe of all. Fires.
Yeah.
They can take down starting a fire at a time.
A knockout.
Very
A
poor idea
knockout
on
should
their
have just
part.
been an athletics test or be knocked out. For a helpless foe or unconscious foe, BB.
It's helpless though. She does not meet the condition of helpless. She is immobile.
Oh, okay. So it was just so that was a stunning attack instead, kind
Because
of.
she can still do things while she's knocked down. That is a thing. And so helpless would be the equivalent of like.
Okay,
you,
so it was just an attack then. Okay.
It was just an attack. Yeah, we'll just say it. We'll just chalk up to that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, she has pretty decent armor on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yes. So join us next time, where we will be continuing this. All we've got left to do today is to thank our players and those who have joined us. Of course, thank you to Commissar Roach for writing and GMing this campaign. We've also been joined by the wonderful Discourse Miniatures as Kluft, the amazing Rival Zone Gaming as Drakel, the fantabulous Red Moogle as Ashen. We have the enigmatic UtariOnzo as Dagmar Dagmarson, and the absolutely batshitly stoic Surelyonlymikey as Jeska. I've been Midgeman. This has been Chaos. Remember, Soylent Sausage is our people, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.